Hello and welcome to Shenaniganry in somewhere. We are not in Aevecia tonight. In fact, tonight we are playing a totally different game. We're going to play 10 Candles, and we have a special guest with us today. I am Murphy. I will be GMing tonight in place of Thea. We have Vi.
Hello.
Michelle.
Hi.
Thea.
Haha.
And our special guest, Maddie.
Hi.
So
She and I was expected so much.
Tonight is going to be a little spooky, probably more for us than for you, so, you know, if you do get freaked out, please don't keep listening, you know, content warning, that sort of stuff. And we shall begin with the character creation process of 10 Candles. So, we light 3 candles.
It does that sometimes. I forgot to warn you.
Alright, let's go. To begin, we're going to write some traits. You will write 1 virtue and 1 vice. The virtue is intended to solve more problems than they create, and the vice creates more problems than they solve. These traits can be anything, but it's best if they're kept to 1 word or simple phrase. Some examples for virtues are lucky, resourceful, watchful, merciful, daring, or committed, and for vices, afraid, greedy, regretful, addicted, naive, or controlling. So if you would all get on with that, let me know when you're finished. Also, I would like to note that we're all wearing really fun costumes tonight that none of you will ever get to see.
Patreon only.
OnlyFans only.
Subscribe to Shenaniganry and Patreon only.
Oh my god. It's just Vi's really good quality but smut artwork. Oh god.
It's just the individual toe sock pictures.
Yeah,
No,
if you guys are
no,
into
it's
feet, subscribe to Shenaniganry and Redacted OnlyFans. I've got so many toe socks and all these socks.
Cursed.
We're not playing D&D this time.
No, we're not. We're playing 10 Candles, which I should probably explain what 10 Candles is while Thea is finishing up. 10 Candles is a tragic horror game. I do not have the author on me right now, but it's very easy to find if you just look it up. Yes, it's a tragic horror game where there is a time component of lighting 10 candles and you get to burn stuff. It is really fun and also very tragic, hence the tragic horror. You will learn that very quickly. Is everybody done?
Yes, I did it.
Slutty.
Right, cool.
I didn't write slutty.
Oh, sure.
Now for the pun. Now for the fun.
Now for the pun.
Virtues get passed to the right, and vices get passed to the left.
Let me just remember what my right
where I forgot what right and left are, and I'm like,
vice is.
I know, right?
right. So right is virtue, left is vice.
Yes, virtues to the right, vices to the left.
Should I complete it?
You should have 1 vice and 1 virtue, neither of which should be the one that you wrote.
What?
So 1 vice, 1 virtue. You should have written neither of them. They should be repeated.
Interesting.
Okay, but why is this actually me as a person?
It always turns out that way.
I can't read, can I?
Alright.
Alright.
Everybody got that?
Yes.
Yep. Right. And with that, we'll go on to the module so you guys can create appropriate characters for the setting. Here is what you already know. 10 days ago, the world went dark. 5 days ago, they came. This morning, you woke up to a mask and an invitation. It has your name on the front, and its contents are this. You have been cordially invited to the first ever post-civilization Masquerade Ball. Please bring only yourself. There is no need to RSVP. We already know you'll be coming. It is now time, and you find yourself standing in the foyer of a lavish mansion. You saw the sprawling lush gardens as you made your way up the drive, and each window was lit up from inside. There is a small crowd, only about 10 or so, around you. You have your mask on. Now it's time to find out who sent you that invitation and what they want. For this module, we have a few notable locations and a goal. Notable locations are as such: the foyer, which you are all in at the moment, the ballroom, the gardens, and the upstairs rooms. Your goal is to find out who asked you here, what they want, and why they want it. So, now that you all know the module, it's time to create your characters. Take your concept card and write a short description of your character. Keep it short and sweet. Make a note of their name, their general physical appearance, are they tall, do they have dark hair, and then a short statement about them as a person. Concepts are meant to be a snapshot, no need to go into too much detail. Andrew Litwell, mid-40s, salt and pepper hair with the long black coat, retired lawyer, is a good example. Yeah, if you're done, you can go now.
Mine's like very, very brief. Her name, I was originally just gonna have her called Mistress, but decided to add something. So her name is Mistress Margery. She has like probably elbow length, red kind of wavy hair, violet eyes. She's in her mid-20s wearing a blue silk dress.
Ooh, very nice. What is her vice and her virtue?
1 second.
Wait, are we allowed to know that?
Yeah, her virtue is that she's resourceful. Her vice is that she's cowardly.
Ooh, that will make
And
sense.
I've already been like, I have an idea of this character.
That's a very interesting combination, resourceful and cowardly.
It feels like very self-preservation to me.
It very does.
Which I really like, honestly.
Mm.
Because it's been the kind of opposite of the character I did for the last one. Like, he was very, like, kind of, this is very, like, me.
I can't read my own card.
You can't read your own card.
My handwriting is appalling at the moment.
But you've got... They can't see your fingers, but
They have giant claws on them.
Yeah, I made clawed gloves for my Halloween outfit, and I think they're very cool.
They are
but
very
they're
cool.
Not practical.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So, would you read us?
Okay. So I've got Alana Delvine, black short hair, grey eyes, tall, and mid-20s. That's what I wrote. Oh god. She's dressed up from salvaged clothes from like abandoned storefronts that were left in the apocalypse. So still tried to be, you know,
Fancy.
pretty and fancy and dress up for the event, even though it's the literal apocalypse and she has no idea what's going on. She used to work as a waitress before she
Very nice.
became, you know.
So, Alana Delvine, Mistress Margery. What's Alana's vice and virtue?
Actually interesting. I got pretty similar to Michelle. Her vice is submissive and her virtue is resourceful.
Everybody loves that resourceful trait.
It's a
huh?
good
I
trait.
got
It
that
is.
and immediately went, dang it, that's what I came to.
Yeah. Right.
So what was your advice?
Submissive.
Ooh.
I'm just like considering my character's name.
Lana better watch out.
Right. Have you finished?
yeah.
Right. Would you read us out?
Alright, my character's name is Grant. He's 22. He's got short black hair and green eyes. And he is the owner of a very famous clothing brand.
Ooh.
Nice.
Vice and virtue?
Vice and virtues, if I can read them, they're upside down. Virtue, flexible.
Ooh.
Vice, self-centered.
Self-centered. Ooh. Interesting. And Maddie, when you're ready?
Hi. My character's name is Stevie.
Stevie.
Stevie
Nick.
She's 22. Sorry, I really can't read. Thank you. Has long, straight silver hair with one curly, copper-colored piece, like chunk of hair.
Very cool.
She has pearl-colored eyes. Is wearing a rustic copper plaid suit dress.
Steampunk?
No,
No? I mean,
just like the top half is like a suit, but then it goes into a dress.
ooh, that's
That's
really
cool.
cool. We love that.
And she owns an antique bookstore.
Ah, very nice.
I wish that were me.
I like how we have a nice range of characters.
Yeah, yours immediately gave me like burlesque vibes with the flexible self-centered. Like,
Hell yeah.
Right,
I love
so-
that you're just like, I can't read it, yet your handwriting is still so neat.
Yeah, do
It's
you want to look
perfect.
at my handwriting?
oh no.
Right, so we have Mistress Margery, Alana Delvine, Grant,
Great.
and Stevie.
Hi.
Very nice.
Grant.
It's like Grant.
Grant have a
Oh
last
yes, your
name?
vice and virtue.
Oh yes.
My vice is clumsy, which is just me in general, and virtue is determined, which is
Ooh,
also
I love that.
me.
Very nice. There's a
Challenge
very nice. There's a very nice.
Clumsily.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
And we light
The
three
thought is there.
more
The execution,
candles.
not so much.
Me.
It's slowly getting just a bit lighter, which is always a good thing. And now that you have your characters, we're going to get into the final stages before we play. You're going to write your character's moment. A moment is a scene where your character finds hope. What will motivate them to keep going? What will motivate them to keep going in the darkest times? This can be anything from finding a loved one to the death of an enemy. It should be achievable and it should be impactful for your character. That will be on your I will find hope card. Have you got a moment?
I do.
You do. Do you want to read it out?
Yes. Let me remember what I wrote just literal seconds ago and try and read my handwriting. Okay. I will find hope when I stand up for myself, either against them or others.
Ooh, very nice. I do like
Because
that.
my vice is submissive.
Yeah, it's very nice, easy to achieve. Have you got one?
Yeah, I've got. I will find hope when I find something worth fighting for.
Very nice, very nice. Very nice in general, easy to achieve.
I was trying to think of something specific, and I'm like, I'm still working out this
No,
character.
general is probably better in this case because it does need to actually happen, and if you get too specific, it can be kind of like, it's very hard to railroad that into something that can be achieved so that we can actually play the game.
Because I feel like with like the resourceful, cowardly kind of things, it gives me someone who's kind of like isolated themselves. So like the finding something worth fighting for.
Yeah. Even if it's, something,
Yeah.
like,
I considered saying someone, but I thought something was going to be easier because otherwise either it's one of them or an NPC.
I don't actually have any ideas for like who the NPCs are, so you guys can...
Hey, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
NPPs on the spot.
NPCs.
NPPs.
NPPs.
Maddie.
Alright. I will find hope when my brain slows and I accept the situation the way it is.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I will find hope when my brain slows down and I accept the situation the way it is.
Ah, very nice. Aevecia?
I will find hope when, I can't read this, but when I put someone else first.
Cool. Very
Self-centered,
nice.
So, putting someone else first. Oh.
Very nice. Right, and
What a great much
Ooh,
self-centered
we're coming to my
Clumsy.
favorite part.
Boy. I'm curious, even though not all the candles are lit yet, if one of them had gone out, does that count as it going out? Or is it not until it actually starts?
Not until it actually starts. At least that's the way
So
I'm
worried
playing
with
it.
that being open, but it's just gonna.
It should be fine, because we've got the thing that's kind of like...
I mean,
they're
they
still
are
getting hit by it. They are
flickering.
flickering, but I don't think, unless we get like a big gust in this direction, that they'll actually go out.
Right. Ha ha ha. This is the final part of character creation, and arguably the most important, because brinks are used to establish what your character looks like when they've lost all hope. A brink is something dangerous, though not necessarily violent. They are meant to demonstrate and show your character in their worst moments. They should truly call a character's humanity, sanity, reliability, or trustworthiness into question. It is vitally important that your brinks are kept secret from each other. But we can't make things easy, where's the fun in that? Each of you will write the brink for the character on your left. The player on my left will get a brink from me, and the player on my right will get to define a trait for them. We've got some examples. I have seen you kill, I have seen you worship them, I have seen them shapeshift, I have seen them move like shadows. Keep note of a few things before we really get stuck into it. Everything you know, your character knows. Therefore, everyone's characters will know their own and one other brink. For the person writing their trait, keep in mind they can be anything. Robots, gods, scientists, zombies, eldritch beings that defy description, but there is one rule. Brinks for them can only establish a strength, power, or identity. It can never establish a weakness. They only have one weakness, the light. Now that characters have been made, you can arrange them. Arrange the cards into stacks. The topmost card is the active card until it is burned to influence rolls during scenes. Place them in any order, But keep in mind that 1, Brinks must be at the bottom, and 2, you can only use the active card until it is burned and the next card is revealed. So keep in mind what kind of order you want your character to use stuff.
And the concepts are like separate, right?
Yeah, concepts are separate, keep them separate.
I just wonder where I could really screw my character.
It's your choice.
I'm going to
It
screw
is
my own
up
character
to you.
immediately. Does the concept just go to the side?
It sure does. Just gonna go over names again. Mistress Margery, Alana, Delvine, Stevie, Grant?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm terrible with names. This is a very important thing for me to remember.
If you want, you can just call me Mistress. That was my original name. I just thought it was kind of weird.
Do we all start off together already knowing each other, or do we have to actually
Not
meet?
necessarily. You guys
Ah,
can... Cool beans. And now I shall light the final candle, if you guys are all happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now that the scene is set and the character's made, there is one final task. We'll take a moment to record a message from your characters. They can be addressed to a loved one, the world, your character's future self. It only has to be in character. Make it something hopeful.
Okay.
Or, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be hopeful, it just has to be your character in this moment, what are they thinking? What do they want? What do they want the world to know? What would they record in this moment?
Like right now?
Yeah, they've just like stepped into this
The foyer.
masquerade, and they're like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
Like what they think about the world ending, what they think about this event.
Your messages to the world recorded. Let us begin. You all find yourselves standing in this ornate foyer in this very big, very beautiful mansion. It's very well done up. It seems like it shouldn't exist in this post-civilization, post-apocalypse world, but it does. You're all sort of standing spread out in this foyer. There are about 6 other people around you, all dressed to various degrees of fanciness, because, you know, it's kind of difficult to scavenge nice clothing in this sort of world. And they're all wearing masks, as are you. Nothing too fancy, they're all quite plain, you know, just a white or black mask. Your choice, really, and I'm not going to make you... I'm not going to go, you have a white mask, you have a black mask, just whatever.
Can I be extra and have a blue mask that matches my dress?
Yeah, I mean, just like a solid colour.
Yeah.
It's just like a mask.
Not like an intricate. I
You
just
went
want
out of your
one
way
that
to paint it. In
Yeah.
the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Hey,
did.
do I have
Yeah.
a bang man?
My
I mean-
character owns like a clothing brand, so like they would do that.
Yeah. And like, to be fair, it's just a mask that is a
Yeah.
solid colour.
Yeah.
Like,
My character's just kind of fancy. So I feel like I already have a mask.
so yeah, there's a wide variety, there's like, you know, 10 people here with, you know, varying shades of colour on their masks and in their clothing, or what they could scavenge of their clothing anyways. And you're all sort of standing spread out. What would you like to do? Anybody want to take the lead?
I say, wow, there's really not as many people here as I expected. There's 10 of us? Does that mean the others, there's no others, or they didn't show up?
I mean, I almost didn't show up. It's the end of the world, and we're getting party invites.
Yes, but they're not. I don't think it's exactly a normal party invite.
Like I said, it's the end of the world.
You know what's normal anymore?
Fair point, honestly.
It's basically just like one of the fictional books that I have in my bookstore, so like, I'm kind of prepared for this.
An exciting adventure, hey?
Yeah.
Just a young adult. Adventure waiting to happen.
As you're all sort of sitting there waiting, a young man steps into the room, and you can see one of the other people in the room sort of turn and glance, a little bit of shock on his face, and then he sort of calms down because that's dumb. But the young man who stepped in the room bows, and then he stands up and he speaks, and he says, "Greetings, all, and welcome to the first post-civilization masquerade ball. I can see that you all have your masks on, which is very lovely. We're glad to see you prepared. It is a shame to see that only 10 of you could make it, but we'll make do." And then he leads you all into the ballroom.
Am I allowed to ask him a question?
Go for it.
Can I like walk to the front and just hi, just out of curiosity, how many were you the one that sent out the invites? How many did you send out?
Oh no, I wasn't the one who sent out the invites. My boss did. But we sent out 100 or so.
100. And
but-
so did they not show up? Or like
No, they haven't. I wouldn't be able to tell you why though. But if you'll follow me to the ballroom, we'll get this party started. So you all go into the ballroom, and it's this lovely, gigantic, way too big for 10 people,
social distancing?
6 feet, everybody!
I mean, we are wearing masks.
I should clarify, yes, I did mean masquerade masks when I said masks.
Really fancy face masks. You just have like the full face ones.
Yeah. So you're all in this big ballroom, and there is an orchestra that is sort of just at the end waiting to play.
Sorry, are they wearing masks as well, or are they?
Yes, they're all wearing masks. And the man steps up to the orchestra and sort of whispers in the conductor's ear, and the conductor turns to look at you, and you can see another person in the crowd sort of flinch, like, that's odd. But they brush it off, whatever. And the orchestra begins to play. What are you all doing?
When you're saying they feel like something's off and then brush it off, you say like a person in the group is doing that? I want to talk to one of the people that did that and see if I can work out.
You walk up to the young woman who you just saw flinch. What do you say to her?
I saw you reacted like you saw some. I'm just curious what kind of caused that reaction from you, because no, I saw someone else do the same thing before with the person leading us in here.
Oh, you mean with the conductor? With the orchestra?
Yeah.
I mean, she just seemed familiar is all, but I don't think I've ever seen her before. It was a weird sense of deja vu.
Right.
But, I evidently haven't seen them before. The person that I could have sworn they looked like was definitely not a musician. So it's whatever.
Well, I mean, could have picked up some hobbies after everything that happened.
I mean, it's only
Masquerade
been,
balls,
10
so-
days? It's
Yeah,
kind of
still.
difficult to pick up that sort of thing, especially
Fair
at
enough.
this
It's an
level.
interesting time to pick up a hobby.
Yeah.
It really is.
Anyway, yes, thank you.
Can I go to speak to the guy that I've been speaking with before?
Yeah.
And like possibly ask him to dance with us orchestra, and it seems appropriate.
Yeah, well, like, at the moment, everyone's just sort of, like, standing around, like, what do we do? There's only 10 of us. So, what do you...
I'll ask him to dance and continue asking questions.
Yeah, you ask him to dance, and he sort of dips his head and says, I would be honored, thank you. I'm going to get you...
Oh no!
I'm gonna get you to roll to see how well you dance.
Is that just with the
Nope.
No, this.
With the 10.
Roll a performance check.
Literally, though.
Oh no! How am I gonna? Okay. Oh, so it's 6.
You got a 6, so
Yeah,
it's
I also
fine.
got 3 ones.
Pass them over.
no.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh yeah, that's an important thing.
Yeah,
Anytime we
explain
roll
that.
ones, they get taken away from the 10 dice, and when we roll 6s, it means we passed.
Yep, so as long as they roll at least 1 6, the roll succeeds, but any ones they roll become mine.
I did not realize it was going to be a roll. I am so sorry.
So yeah, you've probably taken dance classes in the past before
Oh, yeah,
everything went to
look
shit.
far too fancy not to have taken dance classes.
Yeah, so you're keeping up quite well with this young spry man.
What does he look like, just out of interest?
He has kind of like dark sandy blonde hair and like dark brown eyes, quite a strong jawline. You can't see much of his like actual facial structure because it's covered, but he is sort of an average height, fairly muscular build. What questions are you asking him?
First I'm gonna ask. So the people in the orchestra, you said only 10 of us were invited. Were they invited as well? I mean, they have the masks that we.
Oh no, the orchestra works for us.
Who? You speak of someone that you're working under, this boss that you have. How long have you been working with them?
Oh, as long as I can remember. They've helped me with a lot of things.
So you've met them before? Like you like have a relationship?
Oh yes, of course. They're like an older sibling to me.
That's really amazing. What kind of work do you do out of interest? Because I mean, this seems like a really strange kind of business.
We do a lot of charity work, I suppose. But with the amount of money that we've raised pre-end of the world, we figured, well, it's probably not going to be of any use. We might as well throw a party with it, you know?
Fair enough. So was it your boss who decided to throw the party, or was it your decision? And
Oh no, it was the bosses. But they did, you know, check in with the rest of us, see if we'd be willing to host and, you know, play the instruments and things like that. And from the looks of it, we've got the buffet starting, and you can see a group of also masked people of, you know, varying heights and stuff sort of walk in.
So already giving me bad vibes.
All carrying these big, like, long trays of, you know, finger foods and, you know, big like, cooked birds that you can, like, take, like, chunks out of. And, you know, just general foods that they then put onto, like, big, long tables around the edges of the room. There are, like, a couple of small seating areas, like, big round tables. One table could fit 10 is the thing. Like, they're quite big here. And they're all just sort of spread out around the room. So you can see all these people coming in to eat. Or to put out food for you to eat.
I would immediately like to start trying to help the people bringing stuff in. Just out of sheer habit of waitressing.
Please roll to see how well that's taken.
While
They hate you immediately. How dare you?
while they do that, I wanna find Stevie, because based on the fact that I know their drink, I've seen them before, so I at least know of them.
Yeah.
So I wanna go and
Cool. We'll get to that in
Yeah.
just a second. We'll do this first. How well do they take you trying to help?
notice on site.
There's a 6. No
and
ones.
Yay.
Brilliant. You go up to the nearest person who's sort of like kind of struggling a little bit with this really big tray. You take one end of it and they sort of nod at you thankfully, and you put it on the table and you sort of go around and help a couple other people.
Hard work, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. And they sort of like giggle a little bit.
Don't like that.
I really like this conversation. Never did that.
Yes, it is. Weakling.
Puny human.
What were you going to find Stevie for?
Yeah, Grant walks over to Steve and just says, interesting to see you out of your little nook. How would you like a dance?
Well, I haven't been asked yet, so
And then I lead you out. Do we have to roll performance checks?
Yes, you have to roll to dance.
Alright.
We're all making great decisions this round, aren't we? We're
I mean,
already
to
on
be
the
fair-
third roll and it's been like 20 minutes.
Do you have to roll 2 since...
Yes.
Or is it just because I'm leading? So...
If you're leading, just one
Okay,
roll.
cool. Same roll there. Okay, 2 1s, but also a 6.
Brilliant. Alright, you lead Stevie through a fairly not complicated, but you know, a decently
Do we get them back between things or no? We get 5 dice now.
no,
we get them back.
You get them
Okay,
back.
I was gonna say, oh
We,
no.
we lose one.
Yeah.
A decently complex but not like advanced level dance.
Yeah.
And you know, you're going to the music and you know, coming around the room and you see a couple of them, like of the visitors come and join you. Anybody who can actually match your dancing.
While we're dancing, I just want to say, like, so how do you feel about this masquerade thing?
I gotta say, it took a lot of courage to actually accept the fact that I have to do it and also I can do that.
Yes, I didn't seem like you had much of a choice with those invitations.
Yeah.
You're the only person I've recognized so far. I mean, the outfit gives it away. But
I get that.
yes, well, I mean, it's my specialty, so obviously I recognize it. But yeah, I think we should try and stick together because something doesn't feel right about this. And I spoke to one of the other people here before. I noticed they had a sort of reaction to the orchestra. They said some strange feeling of deja vu, but something's wrong, and I don't know. So, okay, I might see what else happens. Just keep an eye out.
Wonderful. So you two are dancing and having your conversation. You're dancing with the first guy, having a conversation. All the food's out now. Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, everyone else is dancing, so I start feeling like, oh god, I probably have to dance, right? Like everyone else is dancing. I don't do parties. I don't. Okay. Guess I'm dancing now. Yep.
Do you find a partner?
Is everyone else with partners?
I mean,
they're partners.
there are
I'm
10
with a partner.
people. There are 10 people. One of them is not dancing with one of the visitors, and the rest of them are
Oh
already
no, I've
dancing.
made it uneven after that.
So there is going to be one person that you can
I
dance
choose
with.
a partner
So,
quickly.
if you choose a partner, yeah.
Because that would be you. Sorry.
No, everybody would be paired up except for you.
Yes, you'd be the only one without a partner.
I already need the wait staff still
Starts
around.
with you.
I don't know why the idea
Most
there
of
being
them are
one
leaving.
person
If
alone
you want
gives
one of the
me a
wait stuff, you're gonna
bad
have to be quick
feeling.
about it.
I'm gonna go stand by the orchestra.
You're gonna go stand by the orchestra. Okay. Anything you want to do while you're standing there?
Just kind of, sway along to the music.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that because it's swaying.
Roll for sway.
Roll for sway.
roll
You
a
fall
sway
over
check.
into the
Performance check for a sway.
Yeah. So
Take out the entire orchestra on your way down.
Alana is swaying gently by the orchestra. Mistress Margery is dancing with one of the visitors now, or the same guy?
The same guy.
The
I
same
have
guy.
more questions, honestly.
Mm.
I'm very like.
Stevie and Grant are dancing together. The rest of the visitors are also dancing together. The song sort of fades out, and the conductor pauses again, and the man you are dancing with says, "Excuse me for a moment. Did you have any song requests?"
Just, I don't know. What's your favorite?
Song.
What did you say?
Sonic
I was waiting for you to say the combination.
My first one was Megalomania. The second one was the I want the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination
Okay.
pizza hut at the Taco Bell.
Okay.
Yeah, done in orchestra though.
You ask him what his favorite song is, and he just kind of pauses for a moment and smiles at you, and then nods and walks off. He never actually tells you what his favorite song is.
Fly me to the
I'd be up for it. I'm just like already like.
And he goes up to the conductor. Everyone sort of stopped dancing. You can find another partner now if you want to.
Nice.
I
And you
might
can
come up and sing Bye because Bye is kind of chilling alone by the
and he
So where is my partner gone?
he's gone to speak to the conductor.
I
And
feel like I should wait though because I feel like he's gonna come back.
he is going to
dancing.
come.
with
He is
someone.
going to come back to you.
I'm
dancing with myself.
Is there anyone apart? Oh, I mean, I might not dance with Vi. I might go talk to Vi. Just...
Yeah, you can do that. The guy whispers to the conductor. The conductor sort of squints, nods, and starts playing a song that none of you recognize.
What kind of vibe is it?
It's, classical, but like old classical.
Ooh, love. Personally, probably not as great.
Grant, the fashion designer, has a
Grant's
real
all about
love.
trap remix.
Only listens to do insane stuff.
Anyways, you two are going to talk.
I'm
Well,
by
you-
the orchestra.
You were
I'm
going
still-
to talk to. The thing is, you kind of have to follow behind the guy to get to Vi. or to get to Alana rather.
So is he still standing up with the orchestra?
I mean, yeah, he's like, I assume that you know, while he's walking up, you go, okay, I'm gonna go talk to Alana, and then, well, not Alana, because you don't know her name.
This random person.
I'm gonna go talk to this random person who's sitting by themselves.
I might just start with like, so you from around here?
Not
Not like that, you know. It was a legit question. I don't know what the radius is for this party.
Hey, you come here often?
So I'm already flirting with 2 people. Let's go. I'm back in bard mode.
Are you sure that you did not get the slutty one?
That legit was not what I meant though. I just kind of want to know how, like, what the rate is if everyone is from around here. So if there's like multiple parties.
If you don't
going
get
on.
any answers from people, you can always ask the waitstaff or the guy or the conductor.
Okay.
You know,
Also, I should note the conductor can be spoken to.
Ooh, I'm just swaying by.
See what I mean? That's what the honk is for. You're
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm like, someone else do stuff I can't. We like.
yeah.
Get to your conversation. Get to your conversation.
So are you from around here?
Oh, I guess near enough. Just, you know, the town.
Do you recognize anyone here? Because I've been looking around and I can't find anyone that I know. And you'd think we'd all have to be from a similar kind of area.
No, there's I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, that's my point. It's like, where are there many of these parties? Like, is it just this one, or are there ones in like every city? Because we can't be the only city left. It's only been like what, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks ish. Fine. That's not particularly helpful, unfortunately.
Right,
Sorry, just frustrating day. Frustrating life. Fortnight, whatever at this point. Yes, I'm just trying to find out what's going on because this entire thing is insane.
Oh yeah, that's definitely for sure. I mean, one day you're serving tables, the next day, oh look, here's a mysterious mask and a letter, and show up at a mansion, and no one knows what's going on. That's, you know, what the apocalypse. Anything can happen, I guess. You probably should have read more books about it, am I right?
I don't know how many books I found on the apocalypse, so they would have been probably pretty helpful. Yeah. Just like a how-to guide, how to not die in the apocalypse would be quite helpful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
In the middle of your conversation about whatever you're talking about, because I wasn't paying for attention.
Keep playing the actual.
We were talking about like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy of the Apocalypse.
Yeah. I kind of got that, but I was like also thinking about other stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, the guy comes back from talking with the conductor, and he sort of like looks at you two and is like, "What are you talking about?"
Just how it's been an interesting couple of weeks.
It really has, hasn't it? Would either of you? I know we were dancing before, and I assume you wanted to continue our conversation, but I thought I might extend the invitation to both of you in case either one of you wanted to dance.
I don't know how to dance with 2 other people.
Oh no, no.
No, you two can dance.
Skipping a song.
No, I meant if you were fine with handing off your dancing
Yeah,
partner.
if you want to dance, I'm more than happy with that.
I'm good with whatever you guys want.
Well, if you wanted to continue our conversation,
Yes, that would be okay.
and he sort of takes your hand and leads you back to the
Maddie,
room.
stop! Every time we come, Maddie's like, ooh!
It's just kind of sus.
I'm trying to get information, Maddie.
Michelle is sus. Michelle was not the imposter.
You throw me out the door to the darkest
Hey,
yeet.
you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
It's been lonely in the apocalypse, thank you.
Exactly my point.
In the middle of this second song, while you two are dancing, you can sort of see people breaking up to actually go and eat now, because, it's late-ish, it's, like
Can we just do
past sunset.
full-on ballroom dancing? Just like, on Dancing with the Stars, just full choreography.
You have to roll.
You're gonna have to roll
Oh no,
for that.
let's continue dancing normally.
Don't forget that you guys can, burn your traits and shit.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Oh wait, what? What's my first trait?
I love everyone just like, oh shit, what? I have traits.
I don't think my first one's resourceful. I don't think
Am I able to jump in?
And steal the guy from.
Bruh!
No. I mean like do something similar, something else. I don't want to.
Yeah,
talk
like,
to the conductor. He sounds sus. I'm gonna.
She sounds sus. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Female conductor.
Female
Oh,
conductor.
I didn't know that. Okay.
She's listening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One thing I really want to do is I want to try and get his mask off. Like, in the nicest way.
No,
The guy.
The guy.
I'm dancing
Wait, hold on.
Leave my dance partner, go to this random person and
No.
steal their mask.
Okay, so the conductor
Is female.
and
The
running
guy,
the
the
The guy that I'm dramatically dancing with is male.
I thought you were gonna talk to the conductor.
No, I was talking to Vi, and then I got taken back out to dance by the guy I was with before. He chose a song for us to romantically dance to, and then we went back out again.
Oh, that's right. The conductor.
Sir, did you have any, before we get to you, because you said you wanted to do something?
It's something else.
It's something else?
It's not related.
Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask this guy?
Well, thanks. Well, my first thing was, I don't think I've heard this song before. Where do you know it from?
Oh, it's an old song from where I'm from. It's not very common in these parts. Not many people have heard it.
Where are you from?
Someplace else.
Wow, that's not mysterious at all, is it?
Well, this is a mysterious party. You know, we've got to keep up some kind of charade.
Well,
Otherwise, it's no fun.
Well, I mean, with all of the mystery you're speaking, like, why do we even need these masks?
This is like suspiciously flirtatious.
I'm telling you, the slutty vibes.
I regret not writing that down now.
Wouldn't have gone to Michelle either way.
Oh yeah, true.
But that would have been funny.
It would have-
If I wrote this about you.
It would have gone
I
to
mean,
Meg.
in this case, well, I'm not even being slutty. I'm being flirty. There's a difference. Thank you very much. This is
Sluttiness can lead to
Yeah, I was about to
sluttiness.
say,
That's
there's a
not the
difference
plan. I'm
until
trying
you
to
get
get
to the
information.
Okay.
Sorry.
You ask whether or not the masks are necessary, and he just kind of like looks at you and is like, "It's a masquerade ball, honey. If we don't have the masks, then what is it?"
Well, it's just a parade ball. Sorry, bad joke.
He just kind of like looks, squints, bows out, and walks away.
And I just thought, yeah, that's honestly fair enough. And I walk away. Can I go talk to the conductor?
Yes, you can go talk to
I
the
have ruined
conductor.
my chances.
You
with
really,
this series.
this guy is not gonna talk to you anymore.
You built a bridge and then burnt it while you were on there.
It was worth it for the pun, though. Honestly, if I'm going to destroy a blossoming relationship, it's gonna be for a horrific pun. Thank you very much.
And that's valid, but also it didn't fucking work.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Are there any other people who I can flirt with for information? What about? What about? Wasn't there a second person? Was it the conductor who someone thought was suspicious? Like they saw them and kind of like recognized them, but weren't
Yes, it was the
Okay.
conductor.
I might go try and talk to the conductor.
Well, the conductor's busy right now.
Okay, yeah, that's
Alright.
really
Also,
fair.
I'm
I'd
gonna
like
take
to
that.
raise a point in that Michelle doesn't know that it was the conductor. Like Michelle's character doesn't.
Well, I know it wasn't specifically because of that. I already wanted to talk to the conductor.
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're a person. But
Yeah.
I mean, if they're busy, then
Yeah.
Are there any dance partners available? Okay, I'm gonna go get some food.
Oh man.
Rejected!
You've been acting weird this whole time.
My swaying is just not enough to dead olden girls.
It's a different vibe, man.
It really is.
Can't
Alright,
run
sorry.
that man puts like I used to.
Okay.
And now I even less want to
Swaying
dance with
ain't
the
slaying anymore.
So you're gonna go and get food. You're swaying.
Don't know what else to do.
You can also
I
go.
wanna go check out the orchestra.
You wanted to go check out the
Because
orchestra.
I'm interested. You
Yeah.
know, it looks
I'm so
exactly
annoyed that
like
I
the scene in one of the books that I read from the bookstore. So,
Cool. You
let's see.
you go up to the orchestra, and like in the very distant back, one of the cello players.
The cello players.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I want to use one of my fingers.
Oh, okay, give me a sec. Well, you can't use it until you roll something.
Okay, what do I have to do to roll?
You have to like give me a toss.
Can I ask to? Okay, I've read this book all about cellos, and I've always wanted to learn, but I've never been able to.
Never been
So
able to.
I feel like this is my opportunity to.
You walk up to the cello player who looks kind of familiar.
Oh my gosh, why is everyone here familiar?
But you know, it's just a feeling, it's nothing. And you brush it off. But like the feeling kind of stays in the back of your head, like, this is weird, but yeah, it's whatever. And you go up to them while they're in the middle of playing.
My specialty.
And I assume you wish to ask them if they can teach you.
I would just like to give it a go and try it.
You just like to give it a go.
Straight off the bat.
Okay. Go and roll then.
Roll for
Okay.
persuasion.
Roll first.
So just
Without
one thing, where are
mine.
the tables like in the room?
So at the back of the room,
Sorry.
there's the orchestra on like a sort of raised platform, and then along the edges of the room there are like long tables
Are
with
there
food
any
on
doors?
them. On either side of the orchestra, on the back wall, where like the servants came in and
How
out.
covered are they? Like how easily like seen would they be? Where's the guy's up near the stage? Is he?
The guy, if anybody up near the stage, the guy would be up near the stage. Anybody up near the stage would be able to see you go through those doors. And also there's very exposed like double doors to get into the ballroom on the front wall. And then like
Because I'm just hanging about the tables, just like.
and then sort of like in the front area there's like a couple of big round tables with chairs around them. And then in between the tables and the orchestra there's a dance floor. Sorry, Maddie, were you going to roll to see if you can convince this cello player to give you turn on the cello?
But yeah, to just steal it off them.
Yeah.
I want this to succeed so bad.
That's
Oh my
three
God.
sixes! Holy shit!
Oh heck
You don't
yeah!
even need to use
You
it.
can't use that because there are no ones.
You use it to
You just
reroll one.
succeed.
You use it to reroll one, so
You
you
can
just
use it later on.
But
You
it
just
is-
succeed.
it's still a character trait though, so it's still valid to like.
Oh.
you can still like employ it in this scene.
Yeah, it's just you don't
Sorry.
get to use it as a reroll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can.
It's
Okay.
a good thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna basically use that. My vice. I'm clumsy as fuck.
Oh
Oh
god.
come on, Maddie!
You're
No
going
one
to
does
interrupt.
until now.
You're going to
Sixes.
interrupt this song.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Oh wait! Oh my! Sorry, I just thought I was gonna get Vi to try and make a distraction for me so I could sneak out the doors. If you mess up the cellos, I'm gone.
I mean, that's not gonna hold me back. I want to play, you know.
Okay.
See, this is my passion, my
So
awakening.
what do you do considering that you rolled 3 fucking sixes?
I kind of just go, hey, can I borrow that for a sec? And then just like, okay. So can I just like go ahead and go, hey, I'm borrowing this for a sec.
And then you're just grabbing it off them?
Yeah. I've always wanted, just like, go, hey, I've always wanted to try this thing so much.
Alright, okay, no, here's what happens. So, considering that you've got that, technically speaking, you have narration rights, but I have a thing. So you grab the cello off them in the middle of playing. You hear this screech of strings, as, I don't quite know how string instruments works, but like this like weird dissonant sound as you pull it off them and, they go out of whack. The whole orchestra stops.
Solo.
And they are glaring at you. You can just see in their eyes that in this moment you have done the worst thing you could possibly do.
They're just jealous.
Wait, while this is happening, can I try and get out one of the doors while they're not looking? Because no one would be looking at this point.
You're sure, like, just like,
roll
just
for it.
like that. on my
The conductor especially.
1-6. It's 1-6 and no ones.
Dang. So give me a sec. The conductor
gosh,
especially
I'm
has
so
like
scared.
put down their baton and is like leaning forward with their hands like steepled, and is like just looking at you curiously, but also very upset.
Grant's watching this, but not doing anything. Very aware of what's happening.
You, what do you do while this is happening?
So
Considering
I'm up at the tables. I've been kind of watching it. I watch everyone's heads turn. I like quietly, but like as quickly as I can, I sprint to that door up near like the side stage.
in a blue silk dress?
I get up and I quickly like shuffle over there.
Also, that echoed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll like quickly try and get over there, open the door, and close it behind me. If
Okay.
Is it unlocked?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Okay, and then I like close it very quietly behind me, and then I take out. And is it light on the other side or is it dark?
Yeah, it's like it's sort of like a preparation room for food and stuff that sort of like extends behind the back and also joins into the other door. So it's just one big room that you can. Kind
Is there anyone in there?
1 or 2 servants. They kind of glance at you, but whatever.
Is there another door like out?
Yeah. It kind of, you can see it kind of goes into like a kitchen area. So there's like a kitchen and then like a food, not like food preparation, but like
the final stages of like putting meals
yeah.
together.
So there's like windows and a like swinging door into the kitchen.
Okay, is there any doors other than to the kitchen? And the one that I went through?
Other than like the 2 that go back into the warm? No.
Okay, well I might try and go to the kitchen.
Okay, you go into the kitchen.
I just love that. I might try and go to the kitchen.
Well, I don't know if someone's gonna try and stop me since I'm not supposed to be here.
One of the like there's like 2 like waiters, like wait staff. You know, they kind of like as you walk past them, they're kind of like, you can't go in there. What are you doing?
Sorry, I just had to grab something. I have like dietary requirement stuff, and I just needed to talk to the chef because they said that they could organize something I'd be able to eat because I haven't had a chance to eat a whole lot because of everything going on. So they said I could go to the back, just like for a minute or so to talk to them.
We should have already accounted for that. There should be. What's your dietary requirements?
I can't have any kind of sugar like whatsoever. Like,
There is so much sugar-free food out there.
they've said that there was like something that was going on with it that was going to be an issue. I don't really know. They've just said to go chat to them about it. I can be back in like a minute.
Roll.
Oh my god.
I got a 6 and no 1s.
Oh,
Oh my god.
The wait staff just kind of like rolls their eyes, shakes their head. Yeah, whatever. Go through. Be back out in 5.
I can't believe I just.
Jeez, I was like, oh god.
Is there anyone in the kitchen?
You have 5 minutes, by the way.
Is there anyone in the kitchen?
There are kitchen stuff in the kitchen, and they are making food. And they'll kind of like turn to you, but they figured, well, if you were let in the back, you obviously aren't doing anything like weird. So.
Are there any doors to get out of there?
Yeah, that's sort of a back door that kind of goes into, like, you can sort of see through, like, a window area. It kind of goes into, like, a hallway.
Can I try very like casually like I'm supposed to be there? Like I walk in like I'm supposed to be here. I walk through confidently and go out that door.
Roll.
Oh no.
3, 6. Oh wait, that's
that's
re-roll
cocked.
that.
Reroll it.
That's
A
1. Come on.
Do you want to reroll
Wait,
the
actually,
1?
my trait is resourceful.
Do you want to burn it and get the 1?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Burn that shit. Dun 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 dun.
No, not over the blanket. Just
No,
let
I
it
was
burn
trying to
in
like
itself.
make it so
let
it
it-
wouldn't like okay.
Let it burn itself. Alright, so reroll the 1.
Oh god.
That's a 3. So
That's
that
a
means
3.
I have
2
6s.
6s. Alright.
No 1s. I'm just like confidence.
How
I
are
just came up with that dietary thing just on the
How-
fly, and I was like, let's go.
how is your resourcefulness kind of coming into this?
Because I'm using like the distraction, like I'm using that distraction to escape. I'm like working on my feet, being resourceful with the information I have. There's food out there. I know the kitchen stuff, like that kind of thing. Like
So,
being
like
resourceful.
information.
Yep.
Information resourceful, and I
Yep.
go through and walk in like I own the place and go to the back.
That works. Nobody stops you. Which you think is kind of weird, but it's whatever. And you are out in the hallway. Before we go too much further there,
Yeah.
What's happening with me?
what's happening with you?
Like, oh no.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
getting stared down by the sus conductor.
You can like you haven't heard the conductor speak before now.
Oh.
And they turn to you. She turns to you and she says, "Why did you stop the music?"
It's just grunts like. It's just
Well, I mean, see, I have a bookstore. I have a lot of books. I've always wanted to. I've never been able to. I just want to. There's all the opportunities.
I love your excuses. I like books.
And what opportunity might that be?
There was a cello sitting there.
And that's being
actively played. I mean,
sitting there,
he
you know, in that
may have
person's hand.
he may have had a little break in the song, so I was like gonna quickly, bust a move.
You want to play the cello?
Well, I mean, yeah, how hard can it be?
I want you to roll to convince the conductor to let you play the cello.
Okay.
I love that we're actually gonna.
Persuasion check. Oh god, please don't.
Yeah, the last time we did this, it was all survival checks, but now it's just persuasion.
I have a 6 and no 1.
No ones.
Did you also get Yahtzee? I normally know the Swedish names for the points. Storstrike.
You kind of like you so what happens?
Also, I have this run in my tie now that I just noticed.
Well, I mean, I guess this means I can show my moves, right?
If you can keep up.
Now I wish I was here to watch that.
I mean,
Double time jazz.
it can't be that hard. I mean, I've seen lots of videos. It looks like
But
you're just moving it back and forth.
you've never played this song before. When you sit down, which I assume you were doing, when you sit down on the chair, the person who was originally playing the cello stands behind you and puts their hands on your shoulders.
Wait, so y'all actually are too tall to stand and play?
I mean, I don't fucking know. Whatever you do, whenever you like,
I thought it was just
when
if
you
you're
get
too
in-
tall,
when you
sat.
get,
You sit to play the cello.
you do. Double checking. I figured.
That's how,
place
yeah,
that
you
stand to
sit
play.
on it, you sit down and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double place.
When you
double
sit
bases.
down to play the cello.
You're
was
already
really condescending,
losing
I'm so
face.
sorry.
Unless your character wants to stand because they haven't played a cello before.
I mean, the person who's been playing the cello has been sitting down.
Yeah.
So that indicates to you that you would also sit down.
Oh no.
Let's give it a go.
So when you sit down to play and you set up the cello, the person who was playing the cello has stood up and has placed their hands on your shoulders and is like gripping.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is a very important cello play.
I think this is
It
where
may
the
be a lie.
slutty card
Just do like a hand.
Oh,
leans
okay.
back.
Right.
Back to
So
dramatic.
here's the cool
Runs
thing.
hand down the
Wait, is
slutty.
slutty yours or yours?
No one.
There's no one. It
Oh, I
doesn't
thought
exist.
I was really
Um,
hoping slutty was one.
The conductor, when you sit down and when you sit down, the conductor kind of like smirks at the player behind you, as if like
Oh no.
this isn't gonna work.
Hey, Grant, look at this.
I'm just there like, oh fuck.
I would like you.
I have a feeling that Maddie might die soon. I'm like, oh
no, Maddie won't die. I can promise that. I would
But
like.
Stevie might.
I would like you to roll to play the cello now,
Okay.
because you've convinced them that you should. Whether or not you can. Oh
no.
1 and no 6s.
Oh shit.
Sure.
Do you want to burn something?
It has to be
Yes.
clumsy though.
No.
Or is it determined what's on top?
Can. Oh.
Determined would check out
Can
for
I
the try to play
use
the cello.
determined?
No,
No, it
if
has
it's
to
not
be
on
the
top,
one.
it has to be what's on top.
Oh shit.
Clumsy.
Play it clumsy. Let's do it.
No, but how does that work?
How would you put
How
it?
would
You have to
Clumsy.
justify how clumsy. You managed to accidentally fall and play a perfect note.
That's a little too out of the realm of possibility.
Wait, hold
It's a
on.
bit
Stop.
extreme.
Yeah.
Also, this scene is kind of going on.
I can take out all the other orchestra players.
You managed to do a swing and take out.
And I'm
half
at
the
last
orchestra.
man standing.
Slice the neck of the guy behind you with the bow.
I'm gonna not look bad.
No. I don't think you can justifiably
Yeah.
chuck clumsy in here.
That's cool.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
no.
or rather, ladies and ladies,
Ladies and ladies.
People
this
and people.
is the end of the scene.
Oh boy.
I also automatically get narration rights, so we're gonna finish this off. You sit down. At this point, the dancers have also stopped because there's no music, and they're all kind of just like watching the orchestra area.
Can I just add one more thing? It's still kind of swaying a bit.
Swaying in the silence.
Alana is still kind of swaying, like she doesn't know what she's doing. And the conductor picks up her baton. Baton.
The man picks up a baton.
Baton.
Becomes German.
Oh, it's
No, I mean the way that it was said was more German than French.
The conductor picks up her baton, which is probably a worse way to say it, to be honest.
Just continue. We know what the word is.
And she kind of like, starts. I don't know anything about
conducting.
She starts conducting, and everyone's around you is starting to play, and
Oh no!
the person behind you is gripping your shoulders tighter and tighter, and it's just like you can feel the sweat on the back of your neck because, oh my god, there's actually a lot of pressure right now.
Free massage.
And you're gripping it, and you put the bow on there.
Oh no.
And you play at her, and it screeches, and everybody stops again, and the conductor kind of like actually gets up and walks to your spot.
Oh fuck.
What have I done?
Daddy.
And like
Goodbye, my friend.
and like the person who's holding your shoulders like lifts you up by the shoulders until you're standing.
I mean, I'm small, so that's kind of
Yeah.
easy, not gonna lie.
But from the shoulders is a hard lift.
And you get walked out of the ballroom.
Oh my god.
Which door does
Where
she
am I
get?
The
going?
double doors. You're going
Oh,
back to the
thank
foyer.
you. Oh no.
To the foyer?
Basically to the hallway that led, like, that you came through from the foyer to the
Okay.
ballroom. So you're back in that hallway.
So I'm not actually leaving the building.
No.
Who
You're
went
still
with her?
in the building. The original cello player and the conductor.
What about the guy? Is he still there?
The guy is still there.
Dang
This
it.
man's just carrying his cello with him while they take
No, he wouldn't
Well, we
be.
can
Like, he
take
would
this
have.
he
outside
would've
or-
He would have sat it
You want
down.
to take this outside?
two cellos.
Private lessons.
But basically, you've got this. The original cello player still holding you by the shoulders.
Oh wow.
And he sort of like shoves you out the door, at the double doors. Everybody is watching you. And the conductor nods to the cello player, and sort of like indicates back in, and the cello player nods and then goes back in and sits, like you presume to sit back in his original place.
Okay.
And the conductor looks down, like significantly taller than you, looks down at you, kind of sneers, and then goes back inside.
Just
So-
leave you out.
Am I stuck in the foyer now, or can I get back in?
No, you're in the hallway that leads
Oh,
to the foyer.
Okay.
So,
Can I get back into the ballroom?
you
Or am
can
I
go
just-
back into the
Why
ballroom,
would you go back
Hold on.
but shit might go down.
I mean, hey, there's violins.
Oh my god, you want to try that again?
Okay, if you didn't die that time, you're gonna die the next one.
The scene. No,
Yes, the scene now has to end.
We don't want to accidentally blow up multiple because they're very close.
I was just gonna say we don't accidentally want to do two scenes in one, but like.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, what do we say? Did we say that?
These things are true. The world is dark. The mansion is vast and almost like a labyrinth.
Oh, there's someone standing at the end of the hallway.
Ooh.
You can totally fuck over another character as well if you want to.
I can totally fuck over another character. Oh, Michelle, you.
Please
You
don't.
did.
Please don't. I'm trying to figure out where we are.
Someone was in the area that Michelle's now walked into that she hasn't seen.
Okay, that she hasn't seen.
That she hasn't seen.
Alright.
The lights in the ballroom are progressively dimming.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that.
I was like,
Very
have fun,
nice,
you're
very
still in
nice.
the ballroom.
Very nice.
Something about the song that was playing before Stevie interrupted it just can't get out of the head. Like everyone's still trailing in our heads.
Oh no.
The guy that you were dancing with, Mistress Margery, has noticed that you are gone.
Come on, you've got someone in the hallway. It's getting dark, and he's noticed.
He was dancing with you, okay?
Yeah,
Well, I hoped that he would have been distracted by Maddie's cello playing
Okay,
for
okay.
a little longer.
Oh, me.
Mhm, one more.
Keep
Okay.
going.
Shit, I don't know. Let's go with. Sorry, I'm really trying to think of something. I just got like writer's block right now.
We can pass you if you want and give the
How many do we
next
have?
Nine.
Oh, that means some of us get multiple. I forgot about
Oh yeah, you can just give me a comeback.
Okay, what were we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're the 7th, and then we'll have one more 8th.
The band does not at all seem concerned about the lights.
And you have the final one before.
I'm like, how much am I gonna screw that over?
Do it.
Wait, Maddie, didn't you say there was a man in the hallway that you haven't seen yet?
Yeah, I just thought of something.
He's getting closer,
Huh?
but you can't see him.
No,
Man.
no.
No.
There's a man in the hallway that they're aware of. There's a man in the area you are that you haven't seen though.
Oh, dang. Okay, well, the one that you're aware of, he's walking towards you.
But how do
And
you know?
No, it's
This is
just
the
this
same.
is the truth.
This doesn't
Oh,
have
okay.
And
the truth is that
the
he's walking towards you.
Final
Okay.
truth that you will say together.
and we are
Yeah.
alive.
Really?
Wonderful. Now, okay.
I'm really worried about how much I'm going to be screwed over, so I'm trying to screw someone over illegally.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
I'm immediately just like set the room on fire.
currently, in the ballroom, the lights are sort of starting to dim. The orchestra band doesn't seem at all concerned. They continue merrily playing as if the whole interruption never happened. They are now playing a completely different song though. But you can't get that first song out of your head now that you've heard it. It just keeps repeating. Currently in the ballroom, out of the 4 of you, are Alana and Grant. In the hallway out of the front doors of the ballroom, the front double doors, is Stevie, and out the back doors past the kitchens is Mistress
Margery. Just
Margery.
call me Margery at this point. The
Margery.
mistress is unnecessary. It was just because I wanted to be mysterious at the party.
In each of the hallways that Stevie and Margery are in are 2 with 1 person each.
What if it's us and we're in the same hall?
Margery has not seen her hallway companion, but Stevie has seen hers. Who would like to have the first impact?
If you want to, that's all good. I'm gonna
So replenish the dice pool to 9 dice now. I have dice.
Why doesn't Grant start up the phone?
Because you guys have people in your room.
Oh, it is. Well, I mean, Grant.
I
Well,
mean,
we've said a lot.
I mean, sure,
so,
I
like,
can-
why don't you up to Grant told, really?
I'm just using it as a blanket. I don't know where the hood is.
Oh, that's
so I'm
fine.
using it as a blanket.
If you guys don't know what to do, I could do something.
Yeah, go.
yep, alright.
I'm just chilling. Are you still sweating?
I've stopped swaying now.
You have stopped swaying.
No one else was swaying, so
It's
I.
getting kind of awkward.
Yeah. I mean, it was always awkward. It's Alana.
Fair.
But,
It's got
it's-
water.
Yeah, it's just.
It's all water.
Okay.
So Alana is gonna walk up to the guy
Yep,
and is just like, is that dance office still open?
it sure is.
Coming to steal your
My
man.
my last partner made an unfortunate decision, and I had to leave her presence.
Was that
so,
my pun?
Yes.
yes, it was. So I would be delighted to dance with you.
Oh, I do have to say I'm not much of a dancer, hasn't had much of an opportunity.
Well, I can leave. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you have
Bit
to roll with
fancy.
your
You're still gonna
symbol?
have to roll though, to see how well you follow instructions.
Have you rolled the claws yet?
Yeah. Come on, claws, give me the luck. Are you
Oh my
fucking
God!
kidding me?
And there's no ones!
There's no one, so I can't even reroll.
no way to reroll! I got
You
a
just
one.
fall flat on your face.
I'm just thinking
Oh my god. That was really quick.
So,
Wait, is that the end of this?
That's the end of this scene.
wait. Oh yeah, because you
No
didn't
ones,
succeed.
no sixes.
Because you didn't succeed.
No
so it's
ones,
still
no
counts.
sixes.
Wow.
No way to reroll.
Wow.
Bye. Oh
I've just.
What have you done?
I'm gonna
You
leave.
killed us with your
Goodbye.
dancing.
Alright, okay. You
no. I'm very confused.
the moment you step on this man's toes for the first time, he stops, bows and leaves.
Oh. Oh.
He's very particular about his dance partners. No bad puns, no stepping it. Wow.
I said I couldn't dance.
He's not even listening to you anymore.
Don't dance.
And he goes over. He actually leaves the ballroom at this point. He's like, okay, no, I can't do this anymore. And he like disappears into the back room area.
Oh no. Which
Incidentally, the back room you left out of. And you are left standing abandoned in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh.
That is the end of that scene.
Oh shoot, I actually forgot for a moment that we had that.
These things are true. The world is dark. And, there are stairs, behind the person who is walking towards you, Stevie. Stairs going up.
The person coming towards me is dressed up very, very classy and businesslike, almost like a proprietor, like a boss.
The lights are almost down at this point.
There's an electrical room that has that controls the lights for all the different rooms individually.
Alana is trying not to cry.
That's your truth. Is that Alana's
And so has decided to follow the way that Stevie went, also disgraced, and is now at the double doors.
So you're at the double doors, not left yet.
At the double doors,
So
I
Grant's
can
the only
see
one still
Stevie.
in this room.
The electrical rooms that control the lights in each room individually are all spread out throughout the mansion, all in different places.
Who's the imposter?
Wait, sorry, what was the one that you just said?
I saw
So-
you venting.
Anyone
All
was
of the there are like a bunch of electrical rooms that control the lights of each room in the house individually. They're all spread out throughout the mansion, so you won't find all of them in one place.
Okay. The stairs that are behind the man are all lit up and there's a bright light at the top of the stairs.
And the final truth.
And we are alive.
Ha.
Ah.
Check that the phone is on.
That was a really great
Interesting.
round, everyone. That was so
Yeah.
fun.
I'm gonna take one of those dice because that's mine now.
I'm so sorry,
How
y'all.
many dice?
This is why
you
I should
have
just
8
stick to
dice at the
swaying.
moment.
Yeah, was like, you trying to do it immediately, just game over.
I think we will start off with Madame Stevie this time around. You are standing in the hallway that you initially walked through to get to from the foyer to the ballroom, and at the end of the hallway, because the ballroom is sort of halfway up, there is a very brightly lit set of stairs going up to the second floor, and in front of the stairs, walking towards you, is a very business-like dressed man. Is there anything you would like to do?
Can I apologize for the cello disruption?
Yes.
Do I need to roll for that?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Please don't like kick me out. Can we?
I wasn't doing the finger. Please don't kill me.
The man reaches you and is sort of like a couple of meters in front of you, and as you're apologizing, he doesn't bow deeply. He kind of just tilts himself forward and then comes back, and says, he says, "Your apology is appreciated, Miss Stevie. Would you follow me upstairs?" And he turns and walks upstairs.
So he's got the slight competition.
Alright, I'm down. Gotta do what I gotta do.
You're down to get down?
I'm down to get down.
Oh no.
So
You're
great.
like trying to.
Are you implying that Grant and Stevie are together?
Because that's...
No.
Okay.
At some point.
No comment.
Anyways, so you're following him up the stairs?
Yes.
You leave the hallway and you reach the upper floor and you realize that the hallway was really dimly lit, but you only noticed now that you're in a much brighter area, and you walk up the stairs into another hallway. Would you mind rolling to see if you notice the man?
Like, what do you look like?
No, just notice if he's there.
Oh, with me still.
Yes.
Okay. 6. 1.
That's a 1. Do you want to try and re-roll the 1?
Yeah.
You've only got clumsy.
Do you only have clumsy, so how'd you
accidentally see the man?
I could accidentally fall and take him down with me.
I mean, you could also fall, make a noise and force him to look back and watch for you.
Yes.
Okay, so you do that.
Do I just do the 1?
Yep, just the 1.
And burn.
3.
I didn't get any 6s. You have narrowed control. Please burn
Burn.
clumsy.
I don't know where my
Clumsy away.
card went.
Oh, sorry. Just with them, the only thing that they're afraid of is light, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be in their eyes?
Up to you. Right. You have narrative control.
Alright, let's cello part 2.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Well, alright, well, kind of just, following, I'm not really paying attention, just looking at all the wallpaper and all the stuff on the walls and, I'm a bookstore, so, I'm interested in all this kind of stuff and the architecture and what it looks like, so I'm just paying attention to that, not really watching where I'm going, and I kind of just trip on the edge of, like, a rug in the middle of the walkway and just
As you
sort of
do.
just tumble, like a bowling pin set, just just crumble, go to the floor, huge noise,
Wow.
and I look up and see that as I'm falling, I got the back of his feet in front of me, so I confirmed he's there, and he just sort of looks down at me.
He looks down at you, raises his eyebrows a bit, is like, okay. He doesn't say that, but like the expression on his face is like, okay then. And he reaches down a hand to help you up.
Aww.
So what were you? Why did you fall over?
I
She
was
tripped.
looking-
Yeah,
I
but
tripped on
was,
the rug.
was there
because I
a
was
purpose
hanging-
for the fall?
No, she just fell.
Yeah, I just
I was
fell.
because you said that they were like checking if he was looking back. Because I was like, what? Are you trying to make sure he's real? What's happening?
No,
Um,
I just fell and accidentally got his foot as he was
No,
walking in front of me.
he puts out a hand and you grab it, and then his grip is unnervingly tight as he pulls you up, and then he keeps holding onto your hand as he pulls you into like an office room.
I thought you were gonna say hug, and I was like, oh, that's
Nope.
nice. Office, oh, getting down.
Slutty God. Part 3.
My immediate thought was Mr. Grey. We'll see you now. I'm like,
He is a boss man.
I hate this already.
No.
Let's go back.
And you're in an office, and he sits down behind the desk, and he gestures to one of the like little armchair type things in front of the desk, and motions for you to sit down. Do you sit?
Can I sit on the desk in front of him?
You can try. Do you want to roll to see how he takes it?
I don't
Why
like
not?
where this scene is going.
Let's do it. I want to see
I feel
what.
like Theo
I
likes
want to see
it
his
less.
intentions. You know.
So confusing.
There's a 1. There's a 6.
Oh.
When you were judging
Do you
my
want to bother
flow.
re-rolling the one, or can I just take it?
Okay, reroll.
What's on top?
What's on top?
Determine.
Determined?
Oh, that's definitely determined.
That's the slutty God.
If you want to do.
It'd be kind of funny.
3.
Please burn determined. You have narrative control.
So you.
Where is this going, Maddie, my
Oh.
love?
No,
No.
I don't like where it's going.
Yeehaw. All right.
Where is this going, Miss Maddie?
All right.
Please keep it at least
PG.
like
I'll
PG
Maybe
13.
M.
I think
Go
I
M.
am.
Well, you're kindly going into a guy's office and sitting on his desk in front of him. It's not great so far.
Hey, you gotta get information somehow.
If you were judging me flirting, you're just full on going.
Hey,
Also,
I'm
before we
determined.
get too far, were you Vi, was
Oh, right.
Alana going to leave the ballroom?
Anna was thinking about it and saw Stevie in the hallway.
You probably would have seen Stevie follow someone upstairs. Are you going to follow?
Yes.
Alright.
I'd like to say that Grant also follows, not explicitly because he's following you, but more so because the lights are going out and he wants to go out somewhere where there's possibly more light.
Okay. I'm going to get you to roll first to see if you notice Alana going upstairs, because you wouldn't have noticed.
Well, I'm not necessarily looking for upstairs. I was more just like seeing them leave the ballroom, which it's an
Okay.
open ballroom, so that's not hard to see because the light's dimming in here, so he just wants to get out and find somewhere with more light.
Okay,
It wasn't
well,
explicitly to follow,
I'll grab
so-
them off you then.
Okay. So I was like, I can still roll, but I just want to make sure that
No.
that's what
I'm gonna get you to roll to see if you notice where Stevie went. Please roll something better than a whole bunch of 3.
I passed one roll. Thank you very much. Before that awful one.
Oh no.
That's 1 6
Oh.
and one that was cocked, so I'll reroll.
I got
that.
2 4s.
Oh,
It's
no.
whatever.
Yes, whatever. I got
Okay,
it
so you
passed.
got a 6.
Nice.
I rolled 2 4s. You have narrative control.
So, because Stevie tripped, and in such just like a magnificent way,
Truly.
Thank you.
I was able to catch up.
Mhm.
And so I saw the door they went through, and now I am eavesdropping.
You're
Ooh.
eavesdropping. You're not going in.
No, I'm not going.
Okay. Well, now that we've established where you are, and presumably where you'll be staying for a little bit, did you want to do anything particular, or are you just going out into the hallway?
Literally just looking for somewhere where there's just light that doesn't seem to be getting dimmer and dimmer.
The upstairs, which you can see through, like going up the stairs, the light at the top is very bright.
Okay, well, he'll just kind of head in that way. He probably hasn't noticed you're going out there. He's probably just like, oh, there's light there.
Okay. I'm. You are quite obviously like in front of a door eavesdropping. So I'm not gonna make you roll to see if you notice that.
Okay.
Are you going to do anything in particular with this information?
Honestly, probably not. I'm gonna see them there and just be like, whatever, and then just find somewhere to just sit or stand in the light.
Okay,
Just to
cool,
chill.
cool. Miss Stevie, what are you doing? That was not the boss, by the way. That was me asking you what you're doing.
Stevie, what are you doing?
Alright, well, I guess I sort of just want to show this boss lad that, you know, I just want to get to the point. I just want to know what's going down.
What's going down? So, what do you ask him?
Well, I like to sort of sit on the desk, you know.
As you sit on the desk and not where he indicated you to sit, he kind of frowns, and then like quickly pastes a like pleasant smile back on his face.
Oh.
Okay. I would like to ask how he recognized me and why I in particular got his attention.
Well,
Totally not the whole cello thing.
well, Miss Stevie,
I've honestly just forgotten about the cello.
I
You
know
like me, not cello.
I know everyone in this building at the moment. I could tell you about Grant. I could tell you about Madame Margery. I could tell you about Miss Alana.
Oh,
I could-
that's chill. She's vibing.
I could tell you about
outside the door.
any of the other visitors. I could tell you about my wait staff. I could tell you about Jonathan. I could tell you about the orchestra and the conductor. I know everyone. As for why I singled you out in particular, well, you did interrupt a rather important performance. And I would like to ask you why.
Well, I already gave you my explanation. I just wanted to try, but now that you've said it's an important piece of music, would you like to answer my question as to why it's still in my head?
No.
Okay.
Wow. Okay then. That went about as well as anticipated.
What are your intentions for inviting all of us here?
To have a party, of course. A masquerade ball. Something to brighten our lives in these dark days.
Question: is he wearing a mask?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I call bullshit?
On him wearing a mask, or on him saying brighten our darkest days?
Brighten our darkest days. No one's that fucking happy for a party.
Especially not right now.
Yeah.
What exactly do you say to him?
Cut the bullshit.
Those exact
Please.
words. Those exact
Please.
words. Cut the bullshit, please. You
Cut the
say
bullshit.
that, and he stands.
Oh.
I haven't finished.
Wasn't he already standing in
No,
front
he
of
was
us?
sitting.
Oh.
He stands, and as you sort of like waver, he pauses. What?
Just double finger gun.
You know, throughout all of this, he has still got this really pleasant smile on his face.
That makes it worse somehow.
This is going really fast. I may just have to reveal what's going on like 2 scenes into this.
No, I want to have.
I don't really know.
Are you
I
going
just
to say
I
anything?
just didn't want him to get mad at me, so I tried to speak.
Like, he says what, and then you sort of like waver again and don't say anything. And he frowns and then quickly smiles again. And you can see his eyes kind of flash momentarily, like a different color, and then flash back to what they were before, which was like a very dark brown.
Oh, that's fun. Wicked.
And his like momentarily like in the light of the office, which is dim but not dark, you can swear that his hair changes texture, which is a weird thing to notice, but like you noticed it. And for a moment he looks familiar to you.
Ah, there it is. Okay. I
And
now
then
have
he
something-
looks totally unrecognizable.
Okay.
Like
I
you have
something-
never seen him before.
I have something to say now.
To him,
Yes.
go ahead.
Dad?
That would be great.
Dad,
Cut
Dad.
you. Okay. Alright, you think that I didn't notice that, but I'm bringing it up again. I work at a bookstore. I have, a very good ability with noticing details. Even a flash of one.
Oh,
I know what's going on.
I am well aware, Miss Stevie. That was not a slip in control. That was quite intentional.
Oh, I love this so much.
Alana hearing this from the door.
What the fuck is going on?
Like, I forgot Alana was just doing like
This could go so many
Face of disbelief.
Grant is just watching your reaction. And he's just like, what the fuck is going on?
And how do you react to that, if at all?
Okay, yeah. I kind of got that. I know what's going on here, and I know the others don't know. What
I would,
exactly is it you want from me?
Well, for one, I would prefer that you keep what you know to yourself, because that really ruins the fun of all of this.
Oh, yes, fun, huh?
And, well, it's the end of times. You should know what I want from you.
Bloody cars.
Okay.
oh my gosh, no.
Sorry, I'm just.
That is not what he wants from you.
Or is it? Oink.
Please burn your slutty car.
God, I hate that this is a recurring joke.
It's gonna be a recurring joke in all of our D&D roll to be slutty.
No, that's just that's a bard thing.
I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
annoyed
not
I'm not a
slutty
bard.
virtue or slutty vibes.
I should add my new multi-class as a bard, just to bring
Yeah.
back.
Alright.
3
Uh,
classes.
And he says that, and he grins, like fully grins this time, and his teeth are kind of sharp.
Ooh.
And then he sends you on your way. He will not talk to you anymore. You are out the door.
He is now a mute.
Oh wait, does that mean that they ran into Alana?
How do I get out there? How do I, like, know that, oh, shit, I'm out? Do I just voluntarily get out? Or do
No,
I
he just kind of like,
shut
he
down?
grins, and then he sort of like nods towards the door.
Just like,
Alright, I'll put my clothes back on then.
you've been naked this entire time. You're like, this is not the conversation I thought we were gonna have. Let me just put my shirt back on.
8%.
Oh, right.
So, do you... Can you roll to hear if you notice, Stevie's footsteps approaching the door?
That's good.
Yup.
That's good
Let's
roll.
see how my dice go. Let me just pick them up first.
It's stripping for random men.
No, not for random men, for information.
That is a 6
And a 1.
and a 1. Do you want to re-roll the 1?
Has to do with somebody.
What's your top card?
My top card is my vice, submissive.
Oh,
So I can't use that to. I don't think I can use that to
probably
listen
not really, no.
to something. Like,
Okay, so that's... Yoink, that's mine now.
Oh,
yoink.
But you do have narrative control, so
I didn't think past narrative control to narrative control.
I mean, you rolled to see if you could notice Stevie walking towards the door, so take it from there.
I have been listening very intently. Like at first it was just like, oh, what's kind of going on? But
And then she
Now
went
it's like
down.
Up on door.
yeah, but yeah, like hearing all this like nothing said properly, and just like, oh, I noticed that flash, and like, oh, we wanted you to, and like all the secrets, and like it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't. And it was just like, is this sexual or is there something darker at work? Like,
Why
this-
not both?
just like this could either be like some of the gossip I hear from my coworkers, or it could be from like a crime drama. Like, what is this? So I'm listening very intently. So the moment that you stand up and I hear footsteps towards me, I'm just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And so I like step a bit away from the door, like, oh, I'm just passing through. And as I do it, I kind of like, I've looked back and I see Grant. So I'm just like,
Oh shit.
He just goes,
yeah. So he just waves, and I just kind of wave back, like,
With the claws.
oh god, I'm changing.
So happens when you
Stevie, when you walk out the door, like, are you composed? Do you try and save
Are you
face?
brave?
Or are you kind of like what sort of expression have you got on your face?
Just.
boob adjustment just. I love that it immediately had like sexual undertones just from the beginning.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I did make most of the people kind of talk low and sensual, so
I did not hear most of what you said.
Yeah, no, it's not
a lot of the like voices that I'm doing are kind of low, slow, and
Yeah.
sensual.
Also, it's like a big fancy ball. It's not like we're running for our survival. It's just,
No, it's
hello everyone, welcome to the mysterious
very
ball.
social.
I'm
And it's
guessing
just
that's like I know that like my characters don't know. That's gotta be Jonathan, right?
the
The guy that I was dancing with. That's gotta be Jonathan.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know that in character, but I'm like,
I
this
just
has gotta be
I
Jonathan.
totally bullshitted that name.
Oh,
by
and
the
I'm
way.
like immediately like Jonathan.
we accidentally say characters' names before you get them in Thomas.
Although to
we
be
never
fair,
would have found out his fucking name.
Thomas.
Yeah,
Which one was Thomas?
The
Who's
old
the
man
old
that
dude?
beat Murphy.
I remember Thomas.
The man mentioned in the title when Murphy gets beaten by an old man.
Also,
Okay.
when we had the stuff in the bathroom, and then when I went back, I was like, "What's your name?" By the way, to the priest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, what do you look like when you come out of the room?
Well, I guess I'm sort of like not surprised, but
Mm.
like a little taken aback, like, oh, okay. And then I guess, do I have to roll in order to notice?
I am walking.
You are
Sorry.
right outside. the
Well,
window.
Alana is very
Right there.
obviously in the hallway. If
Okay.
you were going to roll, it would be to roll to notice whether or not
Grant.
Grant is there, or to see what
If they being
if
sketchy.
Alana is sketchy.
Alright,
Because he made it quite clear he did not want you telling anyone about it, and if someone else found out, that could be bad.
okay.
Yep.
Well, can I... Alright, well,
You can do
I
two rolls
see-
if you need to, or want to.
Okay, well, I see Alana, and be like, oh shit, oh shit.
So you're rolling to see if you think
Hi.
Alana's.
Can I try and play it off? Like, oh yeah, the history, ha!
That might make things worse, but if you want to.
It's fine. Here's some my OnlyFans. That's all.
Did you say you saw your OnlyFans?
Yes. It wasn't that we have a secret at all.
The OnlyFans was the secret.
I have 2 6s and no 1s.
I have no 6s and 1-1.
Do you lose a die?
No.
You have narrative control. What do you get from Alana?
Alright. Can I ask...
Well, so you guys are being really successful. We're only 3 scenes in.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, yeah, we need to stop failing more.
And I'm like, I'm in a
Be
corridor
like me.
with Jonathan
Get one
coming
thing
after
done.
me and another person already here.
I love how
I'm
we've
pretty
avoided
screwed.
that whole section.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm okay. I'm just trying to work out how to play this. I'm like, I'm so dead in so many ways. I don't know if this corridor is light or not. I have no idea.
Alright. I asked Alana.
What do you ask Alana?
What'd you hear?
What do you think? What do you think's going on with that?
Going on with what? I mean,
What you
I just.
Are you going to
got-
try and lie? Is my question. Are you going to try and lie?
I think it would be wise, considering it seems bad for someone else.
You're going to try and lie?
Yeah.
I want you to roll to see if you lie successfully.
Roll of deception.
Reminds me of Twilight, the lie. Lie down.
So, you've unlocked secret bylaw, which is that's one of the text posts that fucking sets me up. Which is just like
Lie down.
yeah, no, it's just someone was a dumb Tumblr post that was just like me, just like someone asking like, "How's my day been?" And just the Edward Cullen appearing at the edge of my vision. Lie. Or something. It was just so dumb and innocuous, but it's just Edward Cullen appearing at the edge of my vision. Lies. If I think about that, it just sets me off.
I'm so glad I discovered that. It's amazing.
Oh.
I've got 1-1.
Oh no!
And no
No
sixes?
sixes.
No sixes. Do I
No.
re-roll
What
the
do you
one?
know?
I can re-roll the one.
You can reroll
What
the
is
one.
your top card?
Submissive.
Would that really be conducive to
Do
lying?
it. Yeah.
Alright
Maddie,
then.
stop saying let's do it. Please stop.
Burn it. Reroll
Oh,
that
right,
one.
Saying submissive.
Funk, go to Honey Channel.
Bonk.
No, it's not like that.
How does submissive work in this situation?
I guess
Tell me
we'll
what
see.
you know,
This one.
and we'll work together.
Oh!
No success.
Nope. Right. Let me roll. Well, no, I automatically get narrow success, so it's fine.
Submissive's burning well though.
I just saw
Yeah.
Murphy look at me and went, oh no.
Yeah, you're next.
Non-subtly, you're
Ye-
next.
you try and get out a lie, but you're stuttering and stumbling, and your sort of submissive nature, very shy, kind of like, is really not helping with that. And you immediately catch out that she's lying, and you know that she heard something incriminating.
Immediately
Yeah.
stabs.
I saw you venting.
And with that, the third scene is over. These things are true. The world is dark. And the person at the end of the hallway that dear Mistress Margery is in is very familiar.
Alana and Stevie team up.
Okay.
You can edit that further if you want to later.
No, I think that works with the fact that
I'll take
Alana tried to be like submissive to like, oh, I was just looking to check how you were, and then like,
Okay.
oh, Stevie's called her out on her bullshit. So Alana's just like, okay, yeah. I'll
Theo,
give you-
what is the third truth?
Grant and Stevie know each other because Grant's made Stevie outfits.
Okay.
For a second, there is a power surge in the building, and all of the lights go on really, really brightly, and then dim to all like the same level. Like still light enough that you can see, but nowhere is brighter than anywhere else.
Alright then.
So you have a moment where every single room in the entire place is bright light.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's just like, keep in mind that bright and lights affect them.
Yeah, that was the thing.
The door to the guy's office is still slightly open.
Still slightly open. You can hear someone humming from the office, but the voice is feminine, not masculine. And nobody has walked in since Stevie walked out. And the final truth.
And
We are all alive.
Right, so we start.
Oh, Joe. So we just had like the power, like bright light, and then dim.
And now everything is dim, but all the same level.
Yeah, it's like bright enough that you can still like it's not like pitch black or
No.
anything. You can still see a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit, but not a whole lot.
Right. At the end of this hallway, there is a figure, a short figure, with sort of longish hair, kind of curly. And you recognize them. It's your daughter. And she's smiling quite happily. She doesn't look lost. She looks perfectly content to be in this place.
And I just like quietly kind of like fall to my knees, just like Eleanor, and then just like kind of like be like, oh, sweetheart, can you like come on, mommy, it's okay.
She smiles happily and she walks towards you and gives you a big hug. But it's a little tighter than is comfortable.
That's her daughter.
No, I meant like a oh shit kind of.
Can I like is it like tight enough that I like can't kind of pull her off like a little bit, like not like aggressively, just like when you like let go of her, just kind of push.
If you were to push her, she would let go.
Okay, well I'm gonna like lightly kind of push her and be like, honey, what's going on? You're acting very different. Are you alright? What's how are you here? You should.
Some people came and got me and they brought me here and they said I could see you again.
Does Eleanor have a mask?
Yes.
Hey honey, can I take, I just want to look in your eyes. Can I take your mask off for a second?
No, you can't. You can't. It's not allowed.
Who said it's not allowed, sweetie?
The boss, she said it wasn't allowed.
She said it wasn't allowed? You've met her?
Yeah, she's really nice.
Do you know if she's here?
I think so. She might be in the upper rooms.
Did she find you after?
Yeah.
Honey, can I like stand up and like kind of take her hand, like really kind of shake me, like, can you take me to her?
Yeah. And she
Cute.
she starts to lead you down the hallway from the direction that she was coming from, so she leads you back that way. And you hear a door open behind you, and Eleanor quickly looks over her shoulder, and then looks back and like is going faster now. And you hear a few moments of footsteps, and then they sort of disappear into the background. And Eleanor leads you up some stairs, and then through a few more hallways, and then up a few more stairs, and then a couple more hallways back downstairs. Basically, she takes you on this big, like, long, winding path, and suddenly, you arrive in the hallway that these three are in.
We live like that.
Can I see them yet?
Yeah, you can see them.
Well, I really want to talk more to my daughter because there's important things that I need to talk
Okay.
about. Okay, can I really like quietly kind of like usher up to the side? Have they seen me yet?
Who wants to take the lead on this and roll?
I can because they're focused in on each other and I'm just kind of observing.
Okay, cool.
So it makes sense probably. Additionally, what's happening with Jonathan during all this? Because he was in the hallway.
I think he might have been the one that walked in and I heard the disappearing footsteps.
That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure.
You can you can ask to see if you
1-6. Everything else was either a 5 or a 4.
That's
Literally, look at this.
that's 4 5s.
4 5s. That was a 5.
That was a 5, yes. I do.
4 5s, 2 4s, and a 6.
Brilliant.
But you saying Swedish names for numbers?
For Yahtzee.
Full house.
Still
So
strike, get those points.
Grant, you do notice that Margery has walked in, not from the direction that a lot of you came from, but from the opposite end of the hallway. You notice Margery is being led by a young girl that looks kind of similar to her. So you know, like, you can see that Grant has noticed you.
Okay, can I like kind of pull her off to the side and then just kneel in front of her
Mhm.
and just talk to her and be like, honey, do you remember what happened? Like that the day I had to leave you? Like that day we had to go apart? Do you remember what happened?
I think so.
Can you tell me a little bit about it? Or do you want me to talk to you a little bit about what happened?
Could you remind me?
Okay, so you remember we were in our house?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you remember that Daddy had gone out like a couple of days beforehand. He'd had to go to battle all the monsters that were outside.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Mhm.
So he'd been gone for a little bit, yeah?
Mhm.
And then you remember we had that big like power surge and all the power went out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
Mhm.
So I tried to take you with me. I picked you up and I ran with you. We had, remember that tiny little torch that Daddy got you for your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that really cute little pink one. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we had that with us, and I was holding on to it, and I thought you were in the light enough, but you weren't.
I remember now.
And you remember someone. You remember
You left me behind.
shit. Somebody grabbed you out of my arms, and
You left me behind.
I tried to come back. You stopped screaming. I tried to come back for you, and you stopped screaming.
It's okay. I'm okay now.
Do you know what happened in the darkness? Do you remember anything?
No.
Can I please look in your eyes? Just because you have the most beautiful eyes, remember? I always used to fawn over them when you were a baby, those pretty blue eyes. Just like your dad's.
Blue. And you can see through the mask to her eyes. But you notice when she asks blue, they weren't blue.
changed to blue.
They weren't blue before. They are now blue.
Yeah, sweetheart. You remember like your dad's eyes? They were that beautiful blue color, right?
Yeah.
Sweetheart, your daddy's eyes were brown.
Were they?
Oh, fuck me. Oh.
There's some people inside that there's some people up there that I really need to talk to. Do you mind if we wait a little bit before we go to see the really nice lady that you were talking about? Do you mind if we go talk to them for a little bit?
I'm gonna stay here.
You're gonna stay here? Okay, well if you need me, just call out for me, okay, sweetheart? And I'm just gonna go down and give her a little hug and be like, I love you so much, darling.
I know.
I'll be right back, okay?
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna slowly walk up to Grant, very visibly, like tears falling down. And I'm just gonna be like, we need to get out of here now.
I mean, I'm happy with that, but why?
As soon as you say we need to get out of here right now, Eleanor appears by your side and goes, I can take you to the gardens.
Oh, I thought she said she was gonna stay. Grant visibly just goes, oh, there's a child here now.
Yeah, sweetheart, what gardens are those?
The gardens outside. There's lots of hedge mazes, and there's a little forest, and it's all really pretty. There's lots of flower beds.
Yeah, is there lots of light out there, or is it pretty dark?
It's a little bit dark, but the lights from the windows, they make it a little bit lighter.
Maybe a little bit lighter, okay? We're just gonna find, because we've got a few people here that I haven't had a chance to talk to yet. And you know, before I leave a party, you know, you've seen me at parties. I always like going around chatting to everyone. I don't want to leave before I get to talk to anyone.
You don't want to go to the gardens with me?
I will. I'll go with you in a little while, okay? We will. I promise. We'll be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna go. We're gonna have fun together, okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Can these people come with us to the gardens?
We'll see. They might have to go. Okay? we'll have to see, sweetheart. If not, it can just be us, okay?
Okay, I would like it if it was everyone then.
We'll have to see, because we can't, you know, like, remember what we told you about, like, you can ask people to do things, but we can't make them? You remember that, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll see how they feel, okay? But, I mean, we've got so many people to talk to. Do you know if there's any other kids here?
There's a few.
Maybe you could go talk to them for a little bit, and I'll come back and grab you, okay?
Actually, I think I might go and talk to the boss lady.
You might go and talk to the boss? Okay, well, if you need me, just come find me, okay? I love you, sweetie.
I know. And when she says that, she walks back past you guys and into the office room and closes the door, and you can hear a click.
Oh.
Someone's playing this funny card.
She is a child!
This is a 5-year-old girl vibe. No, I just had to make it.
I mean, I did lighten the mood a little bit. Ugh, okay, that was. As soon as you said it was a short figure, I was like. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you guys and be like, I'm gonna like look at Grant again and be like, you asked why we have to leave. They're here. They're in here. They brought us here. It was the stupidest plan. Why did any of us come here? It was literally in the middle of all of this. These random people contacted us. How could we think that it was gonna be normal people?
Well, to be fair, we didn't really have a choice based on the invitation. It was kind of like, you're coming or else.
They're all gone, aren't they? Everybody outside, everybody they invited, they're gone, aren't they?
I think it's safe to assume so. So that's why leaving here, I don't know if it's actually the best idea, because can we actually get out?
How are we? There's nowhere to. Everywhere outside is darkness. The only way we got here was because they gave us light to get here. If we hadn't, we wouldn't be alive right now. How? They killed my baby. I tried to get her out. They grabbed her out of my arms and she stopped screaming. And they turned her into one of them. She's not her.
Are you sure that's her at all? Are you sure that's the same little girl?
I would just like to note that there are two voices. Like, in a lull in your conversation, you can hear two voices in that room, and neither of them are that of the young girls.
Yeah, I don't know what that thing is, but it's not my daughter.
Look, I support the idea of getting out of here, but also don't know if that's viable right now. Is there a way that we can try and stop them instead?
I don't know, maybe, this light is what... Did you guys have that power surge too? Like,
Yes,
there was that huge, like, everything lit up for a second. I don't know, there has to be something happening to cause that, and
Is there a
they
way
can't
that...
have... Do we know that they can't have light? That's like a known thing, yeah?
That is a known thing
Yeah.
that they don't like light.
Okay.
They can't be completely like them because the light would have taken them out. Maybe there's some kind of human them hybrid thing. I have no idea. Maybe they're taking over.
Slutty card.
I would like to note that light is not necessarily a complete deterrent. It is just a weakness.
Yeah.
So they're not as strong in the light.
I think
This
getting out
version
of
at
here
least.
is a good idea. But I think our first priority should be making sure these lights don't turn completely off.
Well, do you think there'd be some? There'd have to be some kind of like backup generator or system or something.
That should be something we can have a look.
Okay, where have you guys been so far? Because I snuck out through the kitchens and stuff. There's like through that back door, and there's nothing down that way that I saw. We went through like half of it. She was leading me on this like I don't even know, this wild
Do
goose chase all
you
through.
want to remember to roll to see if you remember the pathway through?
Yeah.
I'm just double checking that's correct.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there you go. And then I'm gonna roll 3 dice.
Oh, that's 5 1s and no 6s.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
no.
What is your
Did you say
topmost?
5
ones?
5 1s.
Holy crap! What's your topmost card?
I will find hope when I find something worth fighting for.
Do you
The
wanna
memory
add
of
it?
my daughter. Because even if she's not here anymore, I'm not gonna let her be gone in vain. I'm not gonna let her die in vain.
That seems like a thing worth fighting for to me. Just give me a sec to check the rules on that.
Yeah, make sure you can reroll like all of the ones, or just one of the ones.
If you reroll all the ones,
Reroll
that is a
ones
good
for
thing
dice.
to burn. Yeah.
So the way a moment works is you will roll
Oh, you get the hope.
you will roll for hope. So basically re-roll the whole thing.
All of them.
Yeah. I think I might have actually done this wrong, but
That's
it's fine, we'll do it this one.
Remember.
Okay, we've got.
You got a 6. So
I got a 6 and no 1s.
So you have succeeded your hope. You now get to use your hope die. And I will let you re-roll for that remembering thing.
Which thing?
The whole like seeing if you remember the way through the.
So what am I rolling the hope die for?
Hope die you add to the pool,
Mhm.
and it succeeds on a 5 or a 6.
Haven't I got... I'm so confused.
Yeah, so you roll.
So basically, in addition to
Another
the general
possibility.
pool of dice,
Mhm.
which only succeed on a 6, you can add your hope dice to the
To
tool
all rolls or just
to
this
all
one?
rolls.
Oh,
and-
that's helpful.
It then succeeds.
Does that affect this round or just future ones?
all from now on?
Okay, cool.
So
do I still burn my hope?
yes. So if you want to roll to remember the way through
This all of them?
with your hope dice as well.
That's a 5. That's
Well, you succeeded because that's a
That's-
5.
2 ones though, but then that's a 5 and a 6.
Okay, cool. I don't know where those other dice have gone. That's fine.
Does that mean everyone gets to roll the hope dice or just me?
Just you. Is your hope dice because your character is found hope. So you, because I made you, because you got to reroll that. I won't
I
make it.
made you.
Yeah. I won't make that a total success. But you can kind of vaguely remember directions and stuff. You don't know the exact path. So you could potentially lead the rest of the group through like deeper into the house without getting hopelessly lost.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll take the oh my god, listen. Okay, I'll start taking them back along the way that she took me, opening doors along the way,
Mhm.
trying to see if I can find some kind of electrical room.
Roll for it.
Oh, wait, I have my head down.
Roll an investigation.
Pretty much.
Okay, that one's on the side of a 6 and a 2. Why?
Reroll it then.
6.
Oh well.
And there's 1.
You don't want to try and reroll it?
What?
What do you have left?
Next one is cowardly.
Oh,
Doesn't really apply in this situation.
I would say not. Let me roll to see who gets control. How many did you roll?
1 6.
I rolled 1 6. That's me. I get narrative control.
Oh. These feel so weird. Sorry.
You get quite deep into the house before you find a room. The room that you're looking for, or one of the rooms that you're looking for. And you open the door, and you can see all of this sort of electrical equipment and a desk with a computer and other bits and bobs that you would assume are used to control the electricity within a certain room or some rooms in the house, or possibly even the entire house. You don't quite know. And sitting at the desk is Jonathan.
Of course he is.
But he looks different. His hair is...
If you say he looks familiar.
No, he doesn't look familiar. But his hair is kind of like a much darker brown, and his skin is like... has gained a bit of like a dark... like is also like has also darkened.
So what's the room like? It's like the electrical room with a desk in it?
Yeah, there's kind of like a desk with a computer and a couple of other bits in like electric...
Has he seen me?
He's facing the computer.
Because I'm like, I want it. And I also
Closes
have...
the computer.
Hello. General Kenobi.
See, the thing is that I have the advantage. I need answers.
Oh.
I have a knife!
Yeah, I do. I have a Swiss Army knife. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to sneak up behind him, not actually hurt him, put the knife to his throat, be like, what is going on? I need answers now. Cut the crap.
He kind of leans back in the chair and then tilts his head back to look at you.
Oh, that's hot.
Maddie, chill! Again, you go to horny jail.
And whereas he was just smiling pleasantly whenever you saw him before, he now grins and his teeth are kind of sharp. And he kind of chuckles a bit. What answers are you looking for?
Why did you bring us here? Are you like them? Because the light doesn't seem to be affecting you. Why are we here?
Now, why would I tell you why the light might affect me?
Can I now grab onto his hair aggressively, push it closer, and be like, "You really think I won't? I have lost far too much to let a jackass like you get in my way."
I am so tempted right now for Jonathan to say, kinky.
Come on! What is it with these people?
But, no, he's not going to. But I was so tempted in that moment.
If you want to, you can.
No.
We can start a new romance plotline. I'm up for that.
No, you buried that romance plotline when you made that really bad pun.
It wasn't bad enough to completely destroy a budding romance.
It was for this guy.
No, I can fix it.
You're not the one with the
Slow
good
burn.
time.
Enemies to lovers.
Lovers to enemies to lovers.
Strangers to lovers to enemies to lovers.
30k slow burn.
No,
I
so
would
this
be
is 100k, thank you.
Sorry, 100k slow burn fixing thing.
Okay.
Fix it.
Sorry, what did you say before I made that bad joke?
So I have lost far too much to let a jackass like you get in my way while gripping his hair and pushing the knife in tighter.
He
Maddie, stop.
he fully laughs now. He is amused.
He's experienced it before.
And he says, "Oh, but didn't you see your daughter earlier?"
Oh.
Don't you dare talk about my daughter. You think I won't kill you? I have nothing left to lose.
I have a question. Who else is in the room?
I would have.
Grant's been following me around quite a lot, so it's likely you would at least be at the door.
Yeah, I was trying to work out if I actually came in or if
I feel
stayed
like you
outside.
might
Also,
be at
were
the
we
door.
invited?
Yeah, you.
You two were just kind of there. I'm like, yeah, sure.
I
Oh, wait,
figured
really?
you guys would
I
have.
thought we were in different parts of the hall.
No. Because I was with
Yeah,
you
they
guys.
had a
Technically, I just
Oh,
wasn't
that's
part of the
right.
group.
Yeah, they had a separate
then-
conversation, but
And then
So did we come?
I think
Yeah.
so.
yeah, because
Okay.
Michelle's character came in from closer to you guys and then came towards me, so she would have had to walk past the
Ah,
room.
yeah, okay.
So you would have at least noticed.
Are you in the room though?
I feel like I'd be watching from outside.
Watching from outside?
Just outside the door.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I would have gone in, honestly. Because I already had my experience with that.
You've had your fair share of sexual tension for the evening.
This is about to turn into very much non-sexual tension, depending on whether or not you're in the room.
Oh, depending, it's either going to be a threesome or a murder.
Can I change my mind?
No, you're out the room.
Maddie, no, naughty.
Are you in the room or out the room?
Bonk.
One step in the room.
One step in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The hair in your grip lengthens, and turns kind of silky, and the person you're holding shortens and turns feminine, and your daughter is looking at you.
Oh my god.
And she has brown eyes.
Stop it. That's not fair. I know that she's gone. Don't try and do this to me. I know my daughter is gone.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Please.
And she kind of sighs and turns back into Jonathan. Jonathan's like, oh, you're no fun.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry I'm no fun. I'm sorry that this isn't quite as entertaining as you imagine. If you haven't noticed, I have lost everyone I love.
Well, that just gives us more ammo, doesn't it?
What is wrong with you?
Oh, lots of things. Lots of things.
What do you want? Do you even have a goal, or is it just torturing us?
That's for us to know and you to find out. But, you know, you really should have taken up your daughter's suggestion of going to the gardens.
And why is that?
Well, there's some interesting things out there.
Yeah, you know, in the darkness, that seems like a really great place to go right now.
about I make you a deal?
And why would I want to make a deal with you?
Because it might prevent your death.
What do you want?
Go out to the gardens, have a little look around, investigate things, and we'll wait until dawn for the death of you and your companions.
Oh, God.
Then what would be the point of that? I fulfill whatever fantasy you have going on inside your head, and I die anyway.
Good choice of words.
You're making this weird, okay?
I didn't say
It's been
fantasy.
weird since the conception of the slutty cup.
Well, if you want to go slutty, I can go slutty. If you
don't.
want to go?
Don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I let you fulfill whatever fantasy you have going on, we die anyway. I just prolong the inevitable and give you more time to torture us. What am I gonna find in the garden?
Maybe some clue as to why the end times are the end times. I mean, you're going to die soon anyway. It's inevitable. It's the end of the world. This is the first and only post-civilization masquerade ball. There will be no other because there will be no opportunity for another. This is it. You could get answers now and die sooner than you would without our interference and prevent it from being much earlier than we would like it to be. Or you can die now.
One condition.
What?
You're coming with me.
Sure.
Okay, well... Are they coming too, or are they staying here?
Who's they?
Well, your friends outside, obviously. There's quite a few of them downstairs.
Oh no, we quite like the indoors. There's no one outside. Well, no one of importance anyway.
Are you like them?
Sorry?
Like, the ones outside, like them, are you like them?
Oh no, the ones outside are like you.
Do you think you're better than them?
What? You?
No, the ones outside. Well, both, if you think they're the same.
The ones outside are human, my dear. I am definitely better than the ones outside.
Implying OP is not human.
Surprise!
Oh, are you, you think they're on my side? No. The rest of the partygoers are outside.
Alright. Then take me outside.
Of course. And he gets up from his chair.
Also, I've been giving this opportunity for y'all to scram because I said they. Jonathan doesn't know any of y'all are here. Go! Because all of the other party goers outside.
You are one step in the room. You cannot leave. He knows you're there. You are not in the room. You have an opportunity to leave. He does not know you're there.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm a dip.
Also,
No,
Ryan,
you
Ryan,
can't.
you made a great choice coming into the room.
You can't because he knows you're there. As soon as he turns around, he sees you and he's like, well.
I know, that's like in that entire thing I was trying to get him and I was like...
So have you guys left?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't see me standing outside the
No,
door.
no. If you guys were outside, he didn't see you as he turns around.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, you guys have left. It is now Alana and Margery being escorted outside by Jonathan into the gardens.
Are we escorted like arm link? I don't know.
Like shoulder.
He sort of like has taken like in sort of like, you know how traditionally it is the guy who holds out his elbow and then it's the lady who holds the elbow. He's done the reverse of that where he's holding your elbows, but in like a really tight grip, almost like he's frog marching you, but he can't because he's got one hand on each of you. And he's sort of like pushing you in front of him, and he leads you on this even more winding path. Then
Am I able to ask him more questions?
go ahead.
I mean, if my death is inevitable anyway, where are you from? I mean, it's like there's no reason for you not to tell me. I already know I'm gonna die. I mean, you said that I could get answers. That's an answer that I want. I want to know what makes you different than them, not the people the darkness that has been plaguing us for these past few weeks. The darkness that took my husband, that took my daughter.
Well, it's really awakening.
Alana, you were quickly becoming one of my least favorite people at this party.
I'm pretty sure I'm everyone's
Jonathan-
least favorite person at this party.
Jonathan kind of grins at you and just says, well, let's just say that Jonathan isn't my true name.
Wow, that's really shocking. What is your real name then?
Oh, names have power, I can't tell you that.
Do you have a nickname?
Demon.
No, he's not a witch.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah!
It doesn't work.
Rumpelstiltskin!
That also doesn't work.
Dang it!
So you asked for a nickname?
Yeah.
He just shrugs and says, Jonathan.
Wow, you're really helpful, aren't you? I mean, you'd think considering I'm going to be killed by you in the next day, you could at least give me some answers. It's not like it's going to mean a whole lot when I'm dead.
I guess so, but I would love to drag this out, and I think I'm going to.
What about if I didn't let you? You seem to be having quite a lot of fun with this masquerade ball, taking us on this winding adventure. What if you didn't have anyone to lead anymore?
Are you suggesting you kill yourself?
Maybe.
Oh,
Be my guest.
be my guest.
Be my guest. Shove that knife right in your chest. When you're lying there and bleeding, well, you're all standing in cheer. That doesn't quite rhyme, but I can think of anything for bleed.
No, that was good.
Okay, well then, what about dead eye contact, pull out the sasami knife, point it at myself, and be like, you sure about that?
Oh yes, quite.
I'm pretty sure about that, Margery.
One moment. I give Alana? I give Alana a look, and I stab him in the throat, in the side of the throat.
He doesn't even flinch.
Oh, fuck.
He just grins wider. Now, at this point, he was grinning at the point where humans would not be able to
He's
grin.
grinning further than humanly possible.
He's grinning further than humanly possible. And you can kind of see that his ears are a little pointed.
Can I now take out the knife and try and cut his ear off?
I mean, fucking sure.
Roll for ear mutilation.
I would like you to roll to try and grab the knife out of his neck, though.
He's an
Nope. All fours and then a 1 on the hope die.
You can reroll the herb die if you have an applicable thing.
Cowardly doesn't really apply in this situation, dang it. I wanted to make it till my brink.
I mean, we've still got a lot of
I
scenes
know,
left to go.
I feel like I'm gonna die real soon, because apparently my life doesn't mean a whole lot to him, which is surprising, since he seemed so invested in taking me to the garden, Murphy.
You wanted answers. He's taking you to get them. You're the one who threatened to end your life.
Yeah. Really kind of dug your own grave.
Well, obviously I'm gonna die anyway.
That's the end of the scene. You go to reach to grab the knife as if to like try again, and he grabs your wrist and he like keeps grinning and he says, I wouldn't try that again if I were you. If you want answers, you might want to just follow and wait. And then he pulls the knife out of his own neck and you can see the wound kind of closes. No blood at all.
What reason would you have to threaten me? You've made it quite clear you don't care if I live or die. Why would you threaten me?
Well, because I don't care if you live or die. But I know that you value your own life, because you threatened to kill yourself and you didn't. You attacked me instead, which means that you're at least a little bit cowardly.
Oh.
Roasted.
Dunked on.
Scene in. Yeah, where the scene ends. These things are true. The world is dark, and you get the feeling that Jonathan is probably enjoying this way too much, to the point where it's sort of like he knows exactly what you're going to do, and he knows that you won't try and kill yourself until you get to the garden because you're so desperate for answers. Maddie.
Stevie and Grant have found a little room further away that's brightly lit.
Thea?
The lights are off in the ballroom, but the band is still playing.
Cool.
Immediately just forgot anything else in here. In the garden outside for Margery, there's a familiar face. A real one.
A real familiar face.
That goes with what I was going to say, is that there were 10 people invited to this party. 2 of them are off in the house somewhere, but there are more than 10 people in the garden.
And the final truth.
And we are alive.
For now.
It really do be for now.
When he said everyone's in the garden, I'm like, shoot, there's not gonna.
Okay, and we begin again.
That's
Yes,
a great way
cool.
to start it, just with the bell. You
Right.
died.
Right, okay. So we are going to start this scene with our lovely Stevie and Sir Grant. Sir Grant. Sorry, I didn't know.
Knight of fashion.
He really is. Anyways,
Knight in shining spandex.
just double checking. It was you who had the real familiar face in the gardens. Yes. Right. And you were just like, there's more than 10 out there,
Yeah.
which is all good.
We found a room apparently.
You found a room.
It's further away, so
It's further
we
away.
had that little bit of time while we knew shit was going down. So
Mhm.
we tried to run and find a room and found one, a very small, like, supply closet looking thing.
So it's
but
a
brightly lit.
Okay. You come across this room, and you can hear crying inside. And you open it up, and there's this very, very brightly lit room, and there is a young boy inside.
Is he wearing a mask?
Fuck's
He is
sake,
wearing a
why
mask.
young people?
And he looks up to you, Grant,
Oh fuck.
and he quickly wipes his tears away. And he says, "Have you come to take me home, Papa?"
Oh. Stop with the kid pain.
Where do you think home is?
Well, it's where we live, isn't it?
Yes, but who do you think you live with?
You, right?
Right. What were you crying about, bud?
I think I'm lost.
Lost? How long have you been here?
A few hours?
Do you remember anything before that?
It was dark, which was nice. It was nice. Then it got really bright again, which kind of hurt. But otherwise, not really.
Have you been in this room the whole time?
No, I got pushed in by one of the older people. They said I was doing bad stuff.
What kind of bad stuff?
I wasn't doing what I was told to do.
What were you told to do?
I was told to stay out of the way because I wasn't Good enough.
Good enough for what?
Doing work.
What kind of work? Really digging out with these questions.
This is just the embodiment of nah.
When you ask what kind of work, he kind of shrugs and then like crawls. Honestly, like he's kind of like maybe 10 or 11. But he sort of like crawls and pushes past your legs into the sort of dimmer hallway, where he sort of like not collapses, but like leans against the hallway wall.
Where are you trying to go?
Out of the lines. It's not nice.
Grant would have been wearing like basically like a suit kind of thing, so he takes off his jacket and kind of puts it over his head to kind of shield him from the light.
When you put your jacket over his head, he kind of like holds it over himself and then sort of like huddles underneath it.
Yeah.
And you can see you didn't quite notice it before, but now that he's sort of in the darkness a bit more, he was shivering and now he's not anymore.
Were you cold?
A little bit, yeah.
Was it hurting?
Yeah.
Where would you like to go?
Can we go back to the ballroom?
I established that there's no light left in the ballroom.
So you've given him now a way to shield himself completely from the light.
Yeah, I know. So I was curious like how it changed and yeah. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm still with you, so
Yeah, seeing all of this, what do you do?
You could go try and see what's happening at the garden, like from upstairs. You could see if you could look out.
Or if you want
I
to
don't wanna-
investigate the room a bit more.
I don't know. I guess I'd look to see if there's any like little. I don't even know what to do right now. What is there to do?
Like you can look around the room, try and see what's in it, because there might be something useful. There's like a couple of windows in the hallway. You can like look outside and see if you can see what's going on in the garden.
I want to know more about this kid. I want to know the history between Grant and this kid and what happened.
Are you gonna try and sort of get an insight onto how they interact and stuff like that?
Oh, an insight check.
It's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I want to.
Rolling more dice so people fail.
I want to know the history
Right, roll to see.
from Grant.
Roll. Holy
3
moly.
sixes.
Wow.
Spill the beans, honey.
No, yeah, you've got narrative control.
All right, start from the beginning. Let's go. What happened?
No, you're the one who tells this.
Huh?
So, like, what do you see?
You're just rolling insight. This is observational. Like,
Oh.
So this is what you see. This is what you understand from this situation.
yeah.
Wait, can I ask questions?
No, you gotta make.
Why not?
I mean, okay, here's the thing. You can to like get you can to actually get an insight yourself as to what I was supposed to say Peyton. That's not what I got. As to what Stevie actually does say.
Like you can ask me.
You, Maddie, can ask Thea some questions to get an understanding of what
Okay.
Stevie might see in between Grant and this kid.
Yeah.
That. Yes.
What are you asking? Me.
What
Thea.
happened
What? What do you mean? What happened?
with the kid?
It's just not at all my kid. Like, Grant does have a child, but they look nothing like this kid. But he's also
Bad at their job.
But he's
They
also
really are.
he's also not
It's
certain because
generic
there's there's a chance that he could have another kid that does look like this one that he just doesn't know about.
Grant gets around.
Grant fucks.
Grant's got that slutty part.
Why has 3/4 of this group got the sledding card?
No, but there was another kid which he actually connected with, but then he had to go away for work, and so they stayed with the wife, and then he hasn't seen them in forever, so they've disconnected.
In like literal years.
In literal years.
Damn, before the apocalypse was even a thing.
Yeah.
Did
That kid and the wife is like probably dead.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he thinks, but he's
did Grant make the wife clothes?
What?
I'm just trying to.
I mean,
What are you
Are you
implying
trying to find out if
here?
you might be this kid's mum?
no, and, like they didn't get married. Like he had a brief partner, and then he.
You were kind of like using wife in a general term.
I didn't even realize that I said wife.
You-
That was just.
you said
that-
wife.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, not a wife. I don't even remember saying wife. I have no recollection of saying that. No, did not have a wife. He had a brief partner, which resulted in a child, which he wanted to connect with, but then had to go away, and then wasn't able to reconnect once he was able to return. No wife. Sorry. So yes, this kid is just another potential one that he could have had, but didn't know from a previous partner sometime potentially. But you basically can tell that there isn't like a genuine connection here. It's more Grant almost pretending to care about this kid for research.
Smart thinking there.
Cool. Okay. I don't know what to do.
So you probably see that Grant like doesn't actually like Grant doesn't really look like this kid.
Yeah.
Not in the minute details. This kid has the same hair color, the same eye color, doesn't really have the same face shape, doesn't have like any of the minute details, just a very general like if somebody hit a randomize and just so happened to land on the same hair color and eye color, you know.
Okay.
And the kid looks like genuinely connecting with Grant. Grant does not.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Are you inside of the room? Because the kid went out into the hallway, and so I went with to put the
I never went
jacket
in the
on.
room.
You never went in the room?
Yeah, I stayed in the hallway, and then he sort of
Okay.
stepped in a bit.
Grant's going to put an arm around the kid
Mm-hmm.
and then try and throw them into the room, take the jacket back, and close the door on them so that they're stuck in the harsh light of that room.
Roll the dice.
That's so
Did you roll any ones with that?
No.
No.
Okay.
It was all 6s and 4s.
Without it wasn't enough to kill them, was it? Because they were in there for a while.
No, but it does hurt, according to the kid. Being in the light hurt.
And
yeah, and the
keep him
dark
in there.
was settling.
Alright. No 6s, but no 1s.
Ah, that's a failure. I'm gonna.
Fuck.
The kid latches onto your arm
Shit.
as soon as you like wrap your arm around his shoulders to like manhandle him into the room.
Yeah.
And he looks up at you, kind of sad, and then realizes that, oh, you were pretending too. Like, you were pretending as well.
Yeah.
And then he grins. Not inhumanly, but he also grins. And, you know, running theme here, his teeth are sharp.
Yeah.
And he's like, that was kind of stupid to try.
You got me.
And he morphs from this little kid, keeping kind of the same hair color and features, because, you know, who can be bothered to change that?
Yeah.
But now he's an adult.
What's up, guy? That's me.
And he kind of like grabs you, like he had you by one arm before, and now he grabs you by like both arms. You are around. He has not grabbed you, but he knows that you're there.
Hit him over the head. Hit him over the head.
And
I have a book on me.
no, this scene is about to end. There are no more
Also,
rolls
hun,
happening.
I stabbed one in the neck and nothing happened.
And he pulls you to the ground and hits your head against the ground until you go unconscious.
Tight.
So you're gonna say until you die, and I was like, that's bad.
These things are true. The world is dark. And this kid looks up at Stevie and grins just a little bit wider and starts walking towards her.
Oh, fuck. Seeing everything that happened with the light, and very quickly with the incident with the taking down, Stevie had gotten the phone out of the suit pocket and had the torch turned on, ready to flash.
Okay.
There's a single light in the garden that everyone that's out there seems to be like circled around, but like there's like one big lamp, and where the light reaches, everyone's just outside of that.
The orchestra has made their way just outside and is starting to play the same song they played earlier.
And the final truth.
And we
We are
are
alive.
And we move to outside. The circle of light is surrounded by not light. It's surrounded by not 2, not 10, but 30 people.
Oh.
And all of them are wearing masks.
oh joy.
Um,
Can I just do a human say what? What?
Go ahead. You do have to roll for it though.
No, I'm not gonna. That would be very dumb.
That's mine.
I mean, all my things so far, I had an entire romantic plotline dashed by a rogue bad pun.
Yeah. Anyways, you can tell that all of these people are human.
All of them.
All of them.
They are actually human?
Yes. All of these people outside are human. How?
They said that the ones outside are human.
Then why are they not in the light?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
There is one person standing in the light. This one is definitely not human, which is weird because, shouldn't it be the other way around? And you can tell that they are not having fun. They're like shaking and kind of hurting, but they're sort of like ignoring it and trying to like drag people into the light. Are you standing around the circle as well? Or are you
I'm
further
still
up?
standing like on the outskirts of the circle, but I see this person and start moving towards them while still staying in the dark.
Okay.
Oh, that's the water. Yeah, that's pipes.
What the
Sounded like
Yeah.
kids skateboarding, and I'm like, it is 11 o'clock at night.
I just sound like something dragging.
Yeah.
No,
Anyways,
that's all the rainwater tank water. It
Right.
just
Yeah,
comes when it's
So
overfull,
Jonathan
so-
is kind of behind you, and he lets go of your arm. He doesn't let go of you, Alana. He lets go of you and kind of like pushes you forward a bit to like get you to line up with the rest of this 30 odd people. So you're not quite in the light, but you're on the edge of the light.
Can I be like, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
It must be hurting you being in the light. Why are you staying there?
It's a punishment.
One you chose or someone else?
No, the boss, they weren't happy with my performance. I might be hurting, but it's a lot more dangerous out there in the dark.
See, I normally would agree with you, but the fact that you are trying to drag people into the light, it makes me really not trust you.
Oh, but I really gotta meet my status quo. I want you. This is a dire conflict.
Oh boy.
I want you to roll to evade this person grabbing you.
Oh boy.
Don't forget to roll hope.
Where's my hair?
You're gonna need it.
Nice.
There you go. Let me find my dice. So many dice. One second, I'm gonna stand up. It's probably wrapped in the cloak from when I lay down.
There it is.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need it.
I'm dead, aren't I?
No. You can use cowardly in this situation. I will allow you to figure out how
But
to use
there's no ones. Oh wait, hope dies one.
Hope dies one. Do you want to use cowardly?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you gonna use cowardly?
Well, I mean, a brave thing would be, I mean, I already know I'm gonna die. By going into this light, I would figure out how, like, it would be, like, a brave thing, like, going in so that other people don't have to try and understand what's happening, and it might create a greater understanding for the people around me, so they might have a chance.
Okay.
And so by not doing that, by pulling away from it in fear, because it's not like, it's like a, I don't trust him, I'm afraid, I pull away. That's pretty cowardly.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll allow that. So, reroll. Oh, still a 1!
Oh.
Burn that shit.
And that does that mean the end of this round as well?
It does.
I still haven't burnt anything because I've rolled only ones. I've failed without rolling ones or succeeded without rolling ones that I want to re-roll.
You attempt to sort of move away, and they laugh, and they quickly step into the dark, grab your wrist, and pull you into the light, and they've got you now, and you're not going anywhere. Trying to figure out how to do this without freaking people out. You see a flash of silver, and it's your knife, and it buries itself in your neck, and you drop to the floor, and you are bleeding out.
Am I dead yet?
Not yet, but you are on your way there.
Welcome to the club! You did 2!
I mean, it's really good having 3 left considering we're all
Welcome to the club.
Sir.
Oh god. Oh.
Did not intend to do that. Real sorry, guys. That one's on me. But let's get this show on the road. These things are true. The light is no longer safe.
Wait, where's Alana in all this?
With
Alana's in the dark.
Alana's got like Jonathan's grab, like still
yeah.
hold on.
Jonathan.
Also, if you want to skip your truth, I've got one.
Oh yeah, because we
Yeah.
only have what 2?
Yeah, because you haven't had a chance to
One
do it,
more.
like, a
There's
few
one
rounds.
more.
Oh.
So,
I can't
do you...
think of
Only
anything,
one
so-
person can say a truth, so
Yes.
Vi should get it.
Yeah, bye.
There you go.
Okay. Like, their masks aren't like morphed onto their face or anything. They are still masks. They are only tied on, and it is a loose ribbon.
I want to take off like 4 masks
That's
so
what I was
far.
thinking.
And
like,
the final truth?
And
We
we
are
are alive!
Well,
Mostly! For now, I'm bleeding
we are
profusely.
Right.
unconscious.
Okay,
Am I still
you're
able
unconscious.
to move enough to pull pressure?
You are like...
You wouldn't have strength to do that well enough.
not really, no. Where shall this scene be set? We should probably resolve the whole kid walking towards you.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
Alright.
You've got
We'll leave.
Flash.
We'll leave,
my bloody
What's your camera?
corpse in the middle of the corner.
not a corpse yet.
Oh,
My bloody soon-to-be corpse in the corner.
Right, okay.
That was you.
That's me
He
in the
is-
corpse.
That's me in the spot.
Like losing all my lifeblood.
Okay. He's like walking towards you. You've got your flash.
Bam.
Please roll.
Flash this child.
Please roll to successfully.
Flash
Let's,
this
uh,
child.
Please
Uh,
stop saying that.
What, you don't want Stevie to use the child?
Flash your flashlight at this
Thank you,
now
thank you,
adult
Matthew.
man.
Oh, it's
Oh,
at least it's an
that's
adult,
right,
right? I forgot about that.
Oh,
That's
then
Now
it's
it's
fine.
completely legal.
Well, now it's fine. Stop lifting up your skirt.
1, 2,
2, 1.
Oh.
2,
can you
I don't
roll?
want to die. Can I re-roll?
Can you? What's on top?
I will find hope.
In.
Hold up. It's stuck in my belt.
Oh.
Oh shit.
What's your hope?
When my brain slows and I accept the situation the way it is.
I mean, that's kind of.
That kind of fits.
It does. I mean, like,
It
you're
does,
in
that's
a.
a bad
You're
thing.
not like ignoring the situation. You're like, okay, this is my like. You thought quickly
but
on
I
your
don't-
feet and flat and like got out
Okay.
your flashlight.
Flash the mail.
If you just, can you roll for me, please?
All of them?
All of them?
All ones.
No, all of them.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
2
Oh.
4s and a 3.
Oh no.
Please burn your moment
Oh shit.
and give me your hope
Oh, no,
die.
we've got one candle left, Joel.
No.
Oh wait, am I
Oh,
allowed
we
to?
got
If
two.
I die, what is it where I can give
Oh, is
someone my
there a
hope die?
Yeah.
What is the situation where I can give someone my hope
so
die?
I
A
am burning
heroic death.
I am burning it now?
Yeah. Yes, you are burning
Which
it.
is not happening. This
I'm
is-
gonna make it
A
happen.
heroic
dear.
death or a death for the greater good.
Well, that's what.
That's kind
Your
of.
death isn't for the greater good.
Or a death that will
Well, I mean-
inspire someone.
Technically, it is for the greater good, cause I like tried to distract him. I like distracted him so you guys could go to protect you guys, even though I knew it would probably mean my. Even though I knew it would mean
It's
my
not-
death.
I'm unconscious. She's like about to die.
But I
Yeah.
still did it to try and get you out of there, and I
Yeah,
wanted
but
to get
we
you out of
haven't
it.
watched you die and it didn't inspire us.
Yeah.
I'm
If-
trying to help you.
It hasn't done any good.
Okay, so
It's helped the enemy.
Yeah.
that's a failure.
I wanna die.
You.
Can I
He.
not die?
No.
Please.
We'll see. He tackles you to the ground and basically does the same thing he did to Grant to you. He knocks your head against the floor a few times until you fall unconscious and everything goes black.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the afterlife.
Hey,
go
no,
to the
you're
club.
unconscious, not dead.
Welcome to
Okay.
the midsection.
Welcome to the purgatory of death.
Yeah.
Imagine
Nice.
you did all of them.
What's up, all three? And you're dead.
Mine just drops dead.
We are
of
going
natural
to
causes.
quickly.
Dies of panic attack.
We're going to snap back to the outdoors.
Snap back to
swaying.
reality.
What? There goes guy. That'd be
Alana.
funny. Maybe I just float
These
up
things
there.
Ah, yes, no, these things are true. The world is dark. Who wants to say the truth?
I mean, Vice said the least if you've been another one. Plus, you're the only one who's actually conscious or capable.
Do you want to
Yeah.
say the last truth?
Yeah, I just got stabbed in the neck.
Yeah,
and
we're
that was-
unconscious. It's all up to you now.
You don't have to, but like, if you want to, you're welcome to.
Okay. I can do the last truth.
All right.
Wait, is there one left? There was two.
Okay.
No, it's true. We
So-
only have the one truth.
Did you say the world is dark?
The world is dark. These things are true. The world is dark.
And nowhere is safe.
Come on! We were already messed up
And
enough.
the
man.
final truth?
We
And
are
we are alive.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Bleeding out.
Alana. Margery is bleeding out on the floor in the light. You would have expected it to be the dark, but if this is the way things are working out, then this is the way things are working out. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a man with, you see a man with Grant over one shoulder, Stevie over the other, and he quickly dashes into the light, dumps them on the floor, and then comes back out. So, in front of you, in this circle of light, surrounded by 30 human beings who kind of appear to be in a bit of a trance, is
You're welcome.
Man,
I
no
rolled
wonder
the
there was-
orchestra.
an unconscious Stevie, an unconscious Grant, and a very much on the brink of death
I'm
Margery.
bleeding quite a lot.
Yeah.
I got hit in the jugular with a knife.
Okay. So and Jonathan's still got my arm.
Jonathan still has your arm.
I just. We were all so afraid of the dark when it came. Is there actually anything out there, or is it just to get us into the light again?
Oh.
Can I have this final question?
I suppose. We don't like the light. It hurts. We can survive in the light, we're just not as powerful. The three of your friends there, in the light, all that my companion could do was stab. They couldn't actually do anything powerful. Not like I can. Not like I can here in the dark.
Okay. I would like to turn and rip off his mask.
Please
Roll.
Roll.
Sixes or ones, baby. Sixes or ones. I want a 6. 2 6s.
Oh, I didn't get any 6s.
I got a 6 and a 1, and I'm burning my hope. I'm burning my
What's
hope.
your
Wait, before you do, does that mean you're re-rolling your 6 as well, though?
Yes.
Is it? I thought it was just ones.
No, because you have to roll to succeed at the hope.
Oh.
So
Would have been real
just-
nice if I
just-
died heroically,
They
wouldn't
didn't,
it?
they didn't roll any 6s, so you've succeeded, you've just lost a dice. Which you're gonna lose anyway by the next candle.
Yeah. No, I'll stick with it.
What happens, my dude?
Oh god, I have to choose. The possibility.
Yeah.
I had a very specific thing in mind if I had narrative control. But you know what? It's up to you.
Papa?
I actually have no idea. I just want to see what would happen.
Do you want me to narrate it?
I give you narrative control because I don't know.
Are you prepared to die?
Oh god.
I was prepared to die the moment I pulled off the mask. They're all in the light and
Well, I mean, don't
unconscious.
forget.
You
I can't
still
see them.
succeeded.
Yeah, so that could
you
be...
turn, put your hand on his face, latch onto the edges of the mask, and pull, and it's just a normal face.
Come on!
But he looks down at you with these now flashing eyes, like different colors swirling. And he looks at you and he says, "That was a stupid mistake."
Oh
And
Plot twist, the mask was to protect us, not them.
he grabs the side of your head like this, with one hand on either side, like covering your ears. And you can hear this piercing this piercing high-pitched noise, and it's getting louder and louder, and you can kind of feel like blood trickling out of your ears as your eardrums burst, and you can, like, the edges of your vision are going dark, and all you can see are Jonathan's like flashing fluorescent eyes, and then everything goes dark and you die.
But the candles are still on.
Candles
And-
are still on.
Steve
And no one
and I
can roll.
Alive, we're just unconscious.
Then.
I am going to. You're dead now.
You're dead.
I am going to.
Wait, Michelle would have seen this even though.
Yeah,
she's-
I'm not unconscious. You didn't say I was unconscious.
You're not
but I'm
unconscious.
bleeding
You are
out,
just
but I'm
very weak. Very weak.
Because I mean, technically, the knife could be holding in enough of the blood. Because if it wasn't, I would be dead. So I would
Well,
still, I'd be not unconscious. Yeah.
So you would have seen that. You would have seen Jonathan's mask get removed
Yeah.
and whatnot.
And you saw that really fun thing. To you, what happened was Jonathan's mask got pulled off. He said something to Alana, grabbed the side of Alana's head, and after about a minute, Alana just dropped dead.
I thought it was the other one that had grabbed her, the one that was carrying them.
No, Jonathan.
Oh no, okay, Jonathan.
Because Jonathan was still attached.
I still technically used my hope, even though I didn't use my card, and I'm satisfied with that death.
What was your hope?
Just like, I will find hope when I stand up for myself, either against them or others.
You know what? If you want to burn it, go
I do
ahead.
want to burn
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Pyromania!
That was a good death, though. You died. I'm proud
Died
of
with
you.
honor.
That was
I
good.
finally stood up for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Margery, you are bleeding out. Is there anything you would like to do?
I'd like to, probably pretty raspily as I'm losing blood, just like call out to Jonathan quietly, like, you promised me answers. You promised. We made a deal. You promised me answers.
No, okay, yes, that's true. We did make a deal, and I can't back out on a deal. And I know I said we'd wait until dawn. That seems like a cop-out. You know what? Considering the fact that I didn't quite uphold my end of the deal with the waiting until dawn thing, I'll give you some extra information. We are from Underhill. We are not your regular fae. We are of the shadows, and I mean, what else is there to say? That's kind of it.
What do you want from us? Like, why did you come here?
We want a world of our own. The Underhill Fae, the original Underhill Fae, they don't like us very much. So they forced us out, 10 days ago. And we decided that we would convert what was already here into something for us. And to do that, you need to get rid of the pests.
Oh, wow. Colonists at immigrants be like, wait, at the original Aboriginals be like,
You existed, that's well enough for us to get rid of you.
Fair enough.
Couldn't you say that, like, that was the case for the Underhill Fae who kicked you out, and how did that fare for you?
I mean, they didn't try to kill us, they only kicked us out, and we will get revenge on them one day, but we need a home to do that first, and we've chosen yours.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're doing as well. How can you not see that? You were causing genocide of an entire species who has done nothing to you, who didn't even know you existed, who was just living, and you can replicate us. Why couldn't we coexist? We wouldn't even have to know you were here. We're not pests, we are people. Why would you try and replicate a pest? Why would you try and be like us? What is your excuse for that if you saw us as so much less than you?
Well, it's kind of a taste of your own medicine, isn't it?
Oh.
You and yours are so like the ones that you've destroyed in the past. We just thought it might be interesting to pay it forward, really.
You make a fair point. With humans, we have done irreversible damage, but that doesn't change the fact that wasn't towards you, and it was horrible. But it was never you. This isn't revenge. This is just...
No, it's not revenge.
This is slaughter.
It's a game.
This is slaughter.
It's a game, it's entertainment. You have morality. We don't.
Then how can you think that what we did is wrong and what you did is wrong?
Well, because you think it's wrong. I'm just telling you what you think.
What happens to them?
What happens to who?
The people in the dark. What happens to them? What do you do to them?
Well, we kill them and then we take their images and we use them to lure other people into the dark to also kill and take their images, and it's a very, very neat, nice cycle.
Do they cross over or are they trapped?
No, they die. They don't go anywhere.
Okay, and then I feel like I should die at this point. I've been bleeding out for quite a
I
while.
should die now.
Yeah, no, that seems like a fairly appropriate and you finally bleed out, and it was a very slow, agonizing, painful death, and you are gone.
We're still alive, just unconscious.
You are. Would you like to roll to see if you wake
I'd
up?
love to see if I wake up.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who wants to do it?
What do I do with my brink?
You don't.
Wait until later.
3.
3. It's a failure. You don't wake up.
Well,
No, it's a failure. It's the end of the scene.
Sorry. I'm flexible, so I wanted to do a fun kick.
No,
immediately
didn't
cry.
get it.
Literally! That's what I wanted to do.
These things are true. The world is dark.
Yeehaw.
Nothing. Now we go into the last scene. 2
Uh,
of you are dead. 2 of you are unconscious.
Heck yeah, come join us in the afterlife.
This is such an
We
interesting
had such
thing.
unpeaceful deaths, didn't we? You got like brain smushed and I got stabbed in the neck.
Oh, you guys don't wake up.
Oh, that's fine.
Jonathan kind of like motions for the one, like the fae that's in the light to come out of the light. Like you're fine. Get out.
get out.
But in the process is like grab them and take them into the dark. We're gonna. Well, they're not conscious, so it's not any fun. But it's no fun to also just stab them and wait for them to bleed out like that one. That was just. That got boring after a while.
Oh.
Wow. Way to roast the dead, Murphy.
It's my
Brutal.
job. So this unnamed fae who was in the light kind of drags both of you by like the ankles out into the light. As soon as they step out of the light, they're just kind of like, oh, relax, like, oh, that was terrible. And then the lamp turns off, and the boss appears.
Ugh.
And the rest of the fae kind of bow to them, and all of the humans bow much deeper. And the boss goes, well, this is the last of them, isn't it? And then it's, this place is ours, yes. Alright, well, those 2 did create a lot of issues. Oh, look at that. It's Miss Stevie.
Hey.
She was quite an interesting character, wasn't she?
Entertainment.
Oh well, and then the boss places a hand on each of your foreheads, and within your unconscious states, color invades your minds. Bright flashes of neon and pastel and really bright saturated colors.
LSD.
And accompanying it is this ever-rising sound, like pitch, that just keeps on going up and up, higher and higher and louder and louder. And
Good to see that my tinnitus is canon.
Suddenly it stops, and neither of you are any more of this world.
Yeehaw.
And
Can we have a cool death after party or something?
you are all in the afterlife, partying it up hard. No. And with that, the final candle extinguishes. Yeah, and then as you know, that's happening to you guys with the boss. The rest of the 2 other fae and the others that are now joining them kind of go through and just do various really shitty things to the humans until they die. And then once the last one drops dead, they all kind of like look around. It's dark as shit. There's no light. Kind of go, good job. The boss claps their hands, goes, well, that was it, everybody. Back to work. And they all go back to work. Let us listen. We shall turn up media.
So, finally got invited to a party. It only took the end of the world. But, did my best to dress fancy for the occasion. Clothes that I could never afford, but I mean, it's the apocalypse. No one's gonna turn a head at a bit of stealing, because it's not really stealing, is it? There's no one else left to look after the shops and no one really left to buy anything. So, yeah, I don't know how that letter found me or the mask, but I'm at the event now, and I guess we'll see who's running this, whether it's someone trying to have a last hurrah, there's some sadistic person trying to spice things up with one of those good old murder mysteries, or maybe it's them. Maybe it's them.
Wow.
And now.
Hey baby, I really wish that you were here right now. And I know that it's my fault that you're not, and I really miss you. And I'm gonna find you, okay? And I'm so sorry for how everything turned out. I was scared. I'm gonna find you again, okay? It's getting dark out here, but I know that you're out there somewhere. I have to believe that you're out there. I'm gonna see you soon, okay? I love you. Bye, baby.
I love you and I miss you.
And
Hey kid, I mean, I probably shouldn't call you that anymore, you're probably much older than a kid now and don't like me calling you that. Anyway, I got this strange invitation, and I'm currently at what seems to be some kind of masquerade ball in a unfamiliar mansion, to say the least. I don't know what's going on here, and I have this feeling that there's a good chance that I might not see you again. I mean, I don't even know if you're still alive after everything that happened before. I really hope that you are, and I apologize for everything that happened in the past. I'm sorry that I wasn't there, and I know that me calling you like this out of the blue probably is not a thing that you want to see, but I just wanted to say that if anything happens, I'm sorry, and I hope that you can work out how to get through and survive after everything. Okay, bye.
Oh, and our final audio recording.
Hi, my love. It's me. I've gone away for a little bit, but I'm trying to stay calm. I really am. I'm trying to accept what happened in the bookstore. I really am. I'm trying to accept it. I'm trying to not think about it every day. But I want you to know that when you see what happens and you find it, just know that I did it for you, and they can't hurt us anymore.
Wow. That was some really depressing shit.
The amount of sad
really?
children.
Oh, really?
I wasn't a child.
It was just like,
I'll let all of you guys have messages to someone else, and mine was just like a lonely
Yeah.
message.
Got invited.
I mean,
Honestly,
it works. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like got invited to a party, finally.
Only
In time.
Only took the end of the world.
I feel like your death was kind of sad because, like, you guys were like together. I was like talking with Jonathan. You just kind of got killed.
Yeah, you got straight up murdered, bro.
I got some
I got roasted
catharsis
before
out
I
of
died.
it.
Quite
You did
thoroughly.
get some catharsis. You did get to see what was under the mask, which was
You stood up
just
for
a normal
yourself.
human face.
Yeah.
I got roasted very thoroughly before I was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably had the most character growth out of everyone.
Probably, yeah. Well, that's it for 10 candles, Halloween 10 candles. We all hope you enjoyed, and, you know, please don't hate me too much.
When you pulled out the 2 candles, it was
We
like,
promise this is how the game is meant to end.
Yes, sorry, I should clarify, all of the characters are meant to die at the end. That was kind of the tragic horror
We
part.
didn't just fail miserably.
Yeah, no, that is the tragic
we
part of the
did.
tragic horror. But yeah, like, if you enjoyed it and want to try it out for yourself, 10 candles, please go look it up. I still do not know who the author, well, I know who the author is, I just don't have his name in my mind at the moment. We will link it in the, I'll find a link and link it in the description. Thanks a lot for listening, I guess.
Hope we didn't spook you too much. Everybody want to say bye?
Bye.